Hello, folks.
Hey, welcome to Loud Equals Funny!
Hello.
It's the year of me, Luigi! Wahoo!
It's that's quite enough of that. That was my idea, and I'm through with that.
Yeah, I think one Luigi line is enough for me right now. Maybe later.
Yeah, we had the idea. Tristan had the idea a little while ago. He was like, "We need to do another one before the end of the year because I gotta call the next one the Year of Luigi." And you know,
I've got a story.
you're
related
gathered
to
here today.
Yeah,
I'm sure you do. Yeah, the talk about him has kind of fallen off a little bit, but there have been some developments
Just a
since
little
last
bit.
episode for sure.
So
I was
yeah,
guessing a little bit, yeah.
so yeah. Last week we were talking about the CEO shooter. He was sadly caught like a day after we finished recording, and I was like, well,
Allegedly caught. Because personally, my good friend Luigi, I was I was hanging out with him all day when that occurred.
Yeah.
So
Look,
I'm not sure they've got the wrong guy. I
got 3 joints. In the
I am
ashtray he
Luigi.
smoked. Yeah.
We are all Luigi. That's
I
right.
guess
Je suis Luigi.
I can
Oh,
personally
God.
tell you Luigi smoked from this joint exactly. It's got his DNA, and the feds could come to my house and get it. I can prove it.
Don't invite them in. Don't
No,
invite them in,
Why
bro.
would you do that? Why would
The
you do
feds-
that?
It was a
The
joke.
the feds already have your dick pics, Bane. You don't
Oh,
want to make it any
yeah,
worse.
that's
Oh
at
God, they
least-
probably do.
There is at least 70. I'm 70% certain someone at the federal government has seen my penis through Mercedes Carrera's DMs specifically.
Yeah,
God damn it, I'm going to hell.
that must have
But-
been a fun job for that agent that day. Just
The
scrolling,
tragedy, it's like,
scrolling. Oh, another one. Scrolling. There we go. This must be what it's like to be a woman. Jesus Christ.
going through all
Hang on,
the
I just-
DMs.
God damn it, I
that's a
just-
dick, that's
Just
a dick,
realized
That's balls. That's a dick. It's a
instead of 30th, I should have put I should have made that 70th.
I was
Shit.
thinking that.
It's
Yeah.
always-
I'm just doing that
It can always be changed.
Wait, why 70?
Because
it's our 70th episode.
Yeah.
Welcome to
that's
episode
true,
70.
yeah. Episode
Yes.
70, that's right.
we had a funny number. Now we're post funny number. Till the
Now
next
we're
funny number.
into, every 10 on the 10s. We're back, folks.
Yes.
If you only watch episode 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 before this, you probably missed a lot. But
Probably, yeah.
that's also a very rare case, probably. So.
I think if you go by each tens, you'll notice that the quality does jump up by a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like those first couple episodes, I cannot imagine they're great re-listen because we're just kind of figuring it out and kind of going from there. But I think
I mean, even in terms of, like, video quality, I have a fucking curtain now, so I'm not, like, natural light on my face the whole time.
my quality has shifted multiple times from
Your quality's actually gotten worse because it blurs every time, like, halfway through the episode.
Yeah.
This camera, thank you to the company who, I'm not going to say their name because they didn't pay us, but yeah, no,
You should say their name and then shame them.
Yeah,
$120
fuck them.
for a Logitech fucking webcam, and
Fuck you, Logitech.
it immediately wants to rack focus in front of me 90% of the time. Love it.
This fucking... I wouldn't use this to sink a submarine, motherfuckers. That's what I'll tell you.
Yeah.
This controller's actually pretty good. It's much better than the old Logitech controllers that I had as a kid. I had this fucking Logitech controller for the PC as a kid where you could take the fucking thumbstick grip things off. So you just have two pokey, jagged fucking sticks. It was horrendous. I lost them, so I wound up trying to play
Oh.
Gex on the PlayStation 1, like breaking my fucking thumb with this needle to control the camera. Miserable time.
Actually,
There.
it's funny you mentioned Gex because Gex is relevant right now.
Yeah.
That's right. It's
Hey,
fucking
Gex.
Gex time.
I will shout out. Not a bad mouse. Thank you, Logitech. There you go. That's all they're getting. That's
Yeah,
all they get.
Gex, did the fucking remaster trilogy thing come out yet?
I think it's coming.
I know the other thing that happened, but
The remaster is it's next year, looks like.
really?
Yeah.
How fucking
Yeah.
long does it take to remaster Gex? Speaking of which, they fucking put out, not them, just a different company. I think it was Aspire again. Boo,
Yeah.
Aspire. But they put out, Legacy of Kain...
One and
What
two.
is it? No, it's Soul,
Soul
Reaver,
Reaver 1 and 2.
specifically? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Soul Reaver, yeah.
Yeah, the remasters, which is great. Those have been lost to time. People want the original one again.
That'd
It's
be
like
nice.
playable on PlayStation 5 with the sort of backwards compatibility PS1 version, but it'd be nice to get like an update to that. Yeah,
Trying to see
some
how
good
much
remasters.
Trying to see how much the remasters are here.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played those. If they're anything like the Tomb Raider ones, then they're probably quite
Aren't
good.
they like $40 for both of them together?
No,
It's not
no,
bad.
It's not too bad.
$30.
No.
30.
Woo,
I'm
that's even
thinking
better.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're also
y'all
legally
have weird
available
currency.
through. They're legally available through other retailers.
That's
But shoutouts, by the way, I guess I shouldn't even mention it necessarily. You can maybe edit this out if it's bad, but shoutouts to CD Romance, one of the best sites to get like ROM hacks and translations and stuff, is apparently just not updating anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
It's like my premier. I fucking have it bookmarked. I check it. I used to check it every day for updates, but now I guess they're like turning into a forum, like an old timey fucking 2003 gaming forum thing.
They're doing the Emu Paradise thing. Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
they're probably trying to bury their shit from being affected by Nintendo or whatever.
They're probably
Well,
trying to avoid death from Nintendo.
Recently, I know, I don't remember who it was, but like there was a formal announcement that basically these companies are aware of like Fit Girl and all these other like things online, all these other services and people online, and it's like, oh
yeah,
like they might actually do something soon.
Nintendo has been going after the Switch Pirates subreddit.
Yeah,
it's one of those.
Wait, we have to talk about Switch stuff.
Oh yeah, there's some really.
Well, we didn't get any news at the Game Awards. It really seemed like there might have been something, but no.
It had that kind of feeling going into it, like there was gonna be something big, and there were big things.
Oh yeah,
it did
nothing Switch 2 though.
Yeah, it did feel kind of like, you know, the Switch 2 button was ready to be hit, but they didn't hit it. I don't know, but I mean, hey,
we got
Onimusha.
That's true. I mean,
new Okami.
Yes.
I'm not really a fan of either of those, but I'm happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a decent Game Awards. It had definitely had some good stuff. The Virtua Fighter shit was pretty exciting.
New fucking Virtua Fighter by RGG Studio.
I'm not really into Virtua Fighter that much, but I'm into RGG Studios, so like I'm waiting to see what they're cooking up, you know.
On Friday.
They're updating 5 as well to have like rollback and a bunch of new features and stuff. So it's almost like
nice.
I thought they did that a couple years ago. That's what the PS4 version was, but like I guess
it
this
wasn't
is
on
just a
PC.
new update, I guess.
It didn't have rollback. It was just
yeah.
It was like a re-release of the version of 5 that used to only be playable in one of the Yakuza games, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was like 5, Yakuza 5.
It might have been 5 or 6, but basically like it was only playable there, and then they took that version, revamped it, and released it as its own game for like a pretty low price point and free on PS Plus.
And it was cool, except, yeah, everyone stopped playing it after, like, fucking a week because it had no rollback, so it was just, like, irrelevant. It had, it came out around the same time that the rollback stuff, there you go, 70.
New and improved.
Yeah. Yeah, it came out around the same time that some of the rollback games were really starting to get popular. I think it was around the time that, like, Strive came out and a few... Maybe not that one, but a few others like were starting to include it, and yeah, it just fell off the fucking face of the earth. They've officially announced that the new the 5 remaster or whatever it is going to have rollback, and I can only assume that means 6 will too. I don't think they've officially called it. I don't think they've officially called it VF6 yet. They had that VF Esports thing that was like rumored or whatever, but.
It's just Virtua Fighter right now. We don't know what it's going to be. The big thing is that they explicitly said like they want Virtua Fighter to be at the top of fighting games again. They want people to think of fighting games and have Virtua Fighter be one of the games that comes into their mind, which is why they're putting so much effort into they're doing the VF World Championship. That's going to be super cool. That's crazy.
That is fucking
obviously, new Virtua Fighter. Obviously, Project
Century is like involved in the plot of the new Virtua Fighter, so it's an entirely separate. I can only assume Yakuza Judgment-esque, like fighting real-time open world kind of deal. but that also is part of the plot of this fighting game. It's kind of like the Street Fighter 6 story mode stuff a little bit, but
Yeah, but
just
they're
as its own entire
2
game.
bits, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
That's what it seems like.
It seems very cool. I'm very into that. That's really
I
interesting.
think it's interesting. Because there's a lot of fighting games where they try to expand. I think was it DNF where they like showed off a fucking movie cinematic during the Game Awards?
Yeah,
like Blizzard.
Yeah.
It looked like something from before a fucking WoW game. Like
it does.
It's like
King coded.
DNF Duel's kind of doing that, where it's like, it's a fighting game, but there's also this other. It's basically like a spanning IP with different shit.
Well, yeah. Well,
kinda.
DNF it's more like an MMO. I don't even know what you would if it's like an actual formal MMO. And then from the base of Dungeon Fighter Online, they then have expanded it out into DNF Duel, which kind of flopped. It was good, but it flopped.
Yeah.
And then now Kazan the Berserker, which from what we've heard about the gameplay sounds interesting, but they didn't show us any. They just showed us the cool cinematic by the Russo brothers, guys.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god, it was by the Russo brothers.
They should
Yeah.
stick to Arrested Development, which they were fine on, and Winter Soldier.
One of them had no neck, and it caught all of us very off guard.
He was like,
Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Russo.
"Hey guys, it's me."
You heard about Marvel?
He was in the
Joe
Turtle
Russo,
Club. It was
and
very strange.
I'm Joe Russo, and I'm auditioning for MODOK. For anyone.
God. He'll get it.
Yeah.
I have to see if I can find that.
MODOK.
He told me.
They already did MODOK in the MCU, and to put it nicely, it was awful. It was genuinely embarrassing, actually.
They should have They should have cast that like the Bears in My Body kid as MODOK.
I watched this video last night that was just ranking all of the MCU movies, and like, yeah, man, there are some in there that really do some interesting, cool things. It's a shame that that's all kind of irrelevant now. Like, even just a few years ago, there was Shang-Chi, and it was pretty cool. It was a little too Marvel formula, but like, it did some cool things with it, and then just... Where the fuck has he gone in the MCU? Nowhere? Okay.
Yeah, they set him up for something, and then... Nope. Hey, the problem is their over-expansion...
There he is.
Yeah, let me
ruin
pull it up.
everything.
Well,
it's like
there
he
is.
was old. What the fuck is this?
The
The
problem with the Shang-Chi is that, like, Shang-Chi was good, and people liked it, and it did well, and then they were like, Daniel Destin Cretton, you're now gonna be our guy. So now he did the Wonder Man show that's already finished filming and stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing
I'm
Spider-Man...
excited for.
Yeah, and he's doing Spider-Man 4, but both of those are happening before he works on Shang-Chi 2, which means that we're not going to see Shang-Chi 2 until like 2027. Because Spider-Man 4 isn't going to come out until after Doomsday, which is 2026, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the first one after.
This whole thing is such a fucking failure, dude. I mean, just what is even going to happen in
What
Doomsday?
phase are we in?
It's like 5 now.
Phase 5 right now.
4 and 5 just kind of blend together because nothing really happened and there was no ending to 4, so it's just basically a continuation of Phase 4.
Fucking hurts my brain.
And there's like no plot happening because their main villain their man got arrested on sex assault charges.
I think
you got your mans.
See, here's the thing. They should have recast him. Let's be real. Kang is the one character where it's like, okay, the multiverse lets you fucking recast.
Yeah. But they got like scared of that or whatever, and
it's like
and then that Secret Wars show was probably trying to set stuff up too, and that was just a giant fucking
Secret
failure.
Secret Invasion.
Whatever.
Secret War. I know. So someone's gonna be in the comments and like, they said the wrong thing, and that's like, I don't want to deal with that.
Listen, the whole MCU pales to Hickman's Secret Wars. Okay, that they just need to get him to write all their movies. I'm learning that as I'm reading.
You want something better than the MCU? I just pulled a random DVD off the shelf. It's The Hobbit from 1977.
Good one.
Oh, have you heard about the new Lord of the Rings one that they put out?
With the anime?
The anime
with dead Christopher Lee playing Saruman. Because they just wanted to repurpose some of his lines from the fucking Peter Jackson trilogy.
It's not even just that. It's
Oh,
and I do have one more thing. I
At
have
least they're
one more
not
Marvel
using
thing.
AI. Hopefully.
But so what happened was they were super excited about the project. Like everyone was working really hard on it, and then Warner, just right after it came out, said, "By the way, we rushed it because we just needed to keep the rights. So sorry, here you go. Here's the movie," and it's apparently just like unfinished, and
Yeah.
that's why it's not good.
Dude,
It's apparently just a mess.
I was so hyped for anime Lord of the Rings. I can't believe
It could've
Warner
been perfect.
Brothers needs to be next. I'm just saying, Zastroff should fucking watch us back.
Listen. If Mario, if you're out there listening, fucking what's his face? CEO Warner Brothers.
David
guy.
Zaslav.
David
Zaslav.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say before though, for context of how bad Phase 5 is, Phase 5 started with Ant-Man 3
Oh
and
no!
ends with Thunderbolts. So within that time, the entirety of Phase 5 in movies, because there's been the shows, but like
some of the shows are
Ant-Man, the Marvels, and this. And Wolverine.
Ant-Man, Guardians, The Marvels, Deadpool, New Captain America, Thunderbolts. That's it. That's the whole phase.
Yeah,
To be fair, I've heard really good things about Guardians 3 and
Guardians
some
3 is
good
really
things about the Deadpool Wolverine movie, but like,
Guardians 3 is very good. It's a good movie.
Deadpool.
I didn't really care for Guardians 2, so I don't know. I haven't rushed out to check it out.
I like Guardians 2 more than 1.
I didn't like Guardians 2 as much as 1, but I liked Guardians 3 more.
That's fair.
I agree with you on Guardians 2, so you'd probably enjoy Guardians 3.
I'll have to watch it then.
It's a good time. But yeah, no, the big problem is that Marvel, like, the multiverse is interesting. You know, it provides enough concepts they can do. The problem is the only one that's kind of pulled them off has been Spider-Man No Way Home to some success, and then into the, I almost called it into the fucking multiverse, Multiverse of Madness. Jesus Christ, these titles fucking blur together for me now. That one was okay, but it was also really fucking hampered and kind of weak.
Yeah.
These movies are a clusterfuck, and it's because they overexpanded at the moment where they should have pulled back in and focused in tighter. Because it's like, you've got all these characters dead, you know, Tony Stark's not the anchor point anymore. Bring it back in.
That's why I was saying Shang-Chi. Like, we don't necessarily need a second Shang-Chi movie anytime soon. It's just like, where is he in the universe? He shows up for like a 2-second cameo, but he's like not really. No one is like becoming the new Iron Man. No one is the uniting force that fucking Nick Fury has to get them all together with, or whatever.
And then my final.
That's.
Okay. I'll let you go through because it's connected to that.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the idea is that, like, Doctor Strange or Falcon will end up being the new Avengers leader. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I like Anthony Mackie enough to where I wouldn't mind seeing him be the leader.
I liked Falcon before that terrible TV show, but you know.
Well, and apparently the film is worse, by the way.
Oh god.
Hell yeah.
Anthony Mackie deserves a win, man. They treat him like shit in Hollywood.
Captain America 4 comes out in February and just went back for reshoots like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's rough.
And that's like its 7th round of reshoots because every test screening people don't like it.
Damn.
I mean, it's just
it shouldn't be hard.
It's just so funny. I mean, it hasn't really set in totally the fact that Marvel is now doing the thing that like everybody else did in response to Marvel, just like struggling and hoping that they can fucking redo their previous success. And it's just like DC, oh god, what do we do? Throw everything into the movie. Oh god. Reshoots, cut this, whatever. Flash is here, fuck it.
That's a good thing about what at least James Gunn is kind of doing. Like, apparently we're getting a pullback on that of, like, you know, focusing on the scripts, making sure they're actually good. I haven't seen Creature Commandos, so I don't know if it's good or not.
There was a
I haven't either, but it's good.
There's a poster for the Superman movie.
Yes, new trailer
Thursday. Like a good poster.
New trailer
Thursday, yeah.
Which,
Trailer, huh? Oh.
by the time you're listening to this, folks, there will be a Superman trailer out. Tell us how it is, please.
Are they just calling it Superman? I didn't
They're
notice.
just calling it Superman.
It's Superman Legacy.
No, they cut off the Legacy last year. It is.
Oh,
just
did they?
They did. They're just releasing a Superman.
I think it was.
Oh,
just
I
Superman.
liked. I mean, I thought Superman Legacy was a good title.
I think it's good to cut the subtitle. Just cut the shit. It's just Superman. Watch it.
I mean, I hope this means that they're like this is a renewed focus on making like this, at least trying to make this as good as they can. I trust James Gunn enough. He's a good enough director. He hasn't really made a shitty movie outside of, you know, like Tromeo and Juliet, but that was also in the 1990s.
My only concern with
Scooby-Doo
Superman is that there's a billion characters in it, and I'm like,
yeah,
why?
Yeah, see, I was just gonna say the big secret to early Marvel success was just focusing on the characters. Like, yeah, it was like Thor has to fight a big robot in the city or whatever, but he, you know, it's a movie about Thor and his story and just setting up Thor. Like, even the worst ones, like The Incredible Hulk. Yeah, it's just a movie about Bruce Banner. It might not be a great movie, but like it makes you understand the character and everything. And now it's just, yeah, DC never understood that, and hopefully they do with this one. Hopefully James Gunn does. But he might be trying to go for the Guardians thing where there's just 40 fucking characters quipping all the time.
See, my theory, because like we're seeing the Justice League in this one, and it's supposedly being sponsored by like Maxwell Lord. I've got a theory that he's going to focus on being like, yeah, this corporatized Justice League, this, you know, clean cut, like everyone's in a branded uniform and suits. Like they're not as efficient as just this guy. You know, just
Superman versus the boys, basically,
but Superman
or versus the whatever they're called in that show.
Kind of. I mean, it's the way I think it is like they're gonna look at Superman and be like, yeah, we don't need all these big fancy tech things. We don't need all this shit. We could just be. That's what I'm thinking they're going to do. I don't know
for sure.
Haven't seen it.
I don't know. When I see the back to basic Superman movie have a cast of like 20 characters, and I know Gunn is good at ensemble casts and good at balancing them, it still makes me kind of go like, couldn't we have just gotten Superman?
Do we know they're all going to be like big time characters, or is it just like, yeah, no, Raimi Spider-Man had like Mary Jane and Flash and all these people? Like,
we know they're going to be recurring characters, not necessarily throughout the whole film, but we know that they'll be there for a good chunk and that they'll be recurring because it's got.
It's like Lois Lane. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's got Rick Flag Sr., who's in Creature Commandos.
Oh boy.
Because the whole idea is that Frank Grillo, because the whole idea is that this film is also meant to show how they're going to be connecting the film and TV. So you're going to go see Creature Commandos, and then you're going to watch Superman and be like, that's that guy from Creature Commandos.
What the fuck is Creature? I've never even heard of this as a concept.
It's kind of like
the
Suicide
first project.
Yeah, well, Creature Commandos is a character that's think of Suicide Squad, but they're all like freak shows.
So Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Well, like...
Oh, it's got Sean Gunn. I mean, of course, it's a James Gunn thing. I just loved him in Gilmore Girls.
Well,
it's nice to see
he's
him.
Maxwell Lord.
Is he?
Which is a great casting.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
I get it. We're gonna have these characters, and like Bane said, it'll probably be a thing about how the corporatable heroes are less efficient.
This Creature Commandos does look really good. I like the art style.
Apparently, it's great.
The sad thing is I have to resubscribe to Max, and I don't want to do that right this moment.
We don't even
have to do that. You don't have to do that.
I know.
But yeah, we're getting obviously Superman, Lois, Jimmy, Lex, and then we're getting Metamorpho, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, Maxwell Lord. We know that.
Look at fucking Robbie Damon in the cast for Creature Commandos, rubbing shoulders with David Harbour. Good for him.
Yeah. He's been popping up in a lot of good stuff recently.
This is I'll probably watch the show, I guess. It doesn't look bad. It looks interesting.
Really
it's got Frankenstein and shit. Why not?
Yeah, every review I've heard from people I actually kind of trust has been, very glowing. So I'm gonna wait till the whole season's out and just kind of run through it. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if that's the new way they're setting up this Gunn, I mean, all the fucking comic book people are so annoying. The movie people, where it's like the Snyderverse versus the Gunn verse. I don't really care about James Gunn as like a, you know, I'm not. I like some of his movies. I don't really love him or whatever. I don't think I've ever disliked a movie of his, but like he's not, you know, a huge name for me. But it is like, yeah, this does seem promising. I mean, I guess we'll wait and see the trailer, but nice to see. Maybe Marvel's gonna sink so that DC can rise. That would be interesting.
I would love.
I got a feeling this is going to be like the tides will shift just back and forth. Like, I got a feeling that when DC fucks up again, Marvel maybe come back. Who knows?
I just really hope that they both get desperate enough to do another crossover.
Actually,
that would be so
they were.
There you go.
Yeah, they were desperate in like the 90s, and they wound up leading to, I think, 2 crossovers in the 90s, and they were both pretty bad apparently. But like,
yeah,
man,
there was also the Amalgamverse where it's like some characters.
That's what I'm saying.
Like two.
Yeah.
But they also did like X-Men versus. Well, they did like Avengers versus Justice League.
They did a few of those, yeah. And then they had people like vote on which character should win or something. So it was like,
yeah, but
American Idol and its consequences.
No, this was the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
This was the America Idol is the consequences.
No. Yeah.
This
is the consequence leading to American Idol. Well, yeah, because we also had Jason Todd die from a vote. There was that back in the day too. They all have that idea, because it's a lot of them, they couldn't just make up their minds, or they were like, well, no, we can't initially write it like this. They have to pick. Or my favorite one, where Freddy versus Jason, they can't actually one of them can't win. They both have to win.
Well, they're like brands. It's basically like The Rock versus Vin Diesel. One of them is not allowed to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How rough. That's gotta
Shoutouts again to Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man series. I've read almost the whole thing. It's let down a little bit by the other artist that jumps in. There's 2 artists. One of them is like Marco something, and he's fantastic. And then the other one is David Messina, and it's probably fine for another comic, but up against that art,
better luck next time.
Yeah, but it is just like, it's refreshing to read a Spider-Man comic that essentially has like the pacing and tone of like a premier HBO TV series.
Oh, shit.
It's like, I really wish we could get a fucking Marvel show that had that kind of presentation instead of, you know, Moon Knight does nothing for 5 episodes and then a big CGI battle at the end.
My big fingers crossed is Daredevil will begin.
It's Daredevil? This guy. It's the guy.
Yep.
Born Again, right?
Yes.
David Messina is the guy who did the IDW Star Trek Next Generation comic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's not bad, but the first issue that he jumps in on is a scene where Peter and MJ are having dinner with Harry Osborn and another character, and they're just like, there's these horrible close-ups of Mary Jane eating where it's like this fucked up face with bad anatomy, and I'm just like, the last artist was so fucking good. It was like almost Alex Ross tier. What the fuck are you doing? No, don't do this. But
poor shot to Alex Ross, the bad artist.
No, Alex Ross was the good artist. That's
Alex
what
Ross
I'm saying.
phenomenal.
The other stuff was
I mix it up. I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
Alex Ross is the guy who did like oh my god, what's it called?
He's the like painted comics look that you see in
Okay.
I
do have
how am I forgetting what the comic is? It's the one that the Bane Crisis on Infinite Earth Superman was based on it.
Oh fuck. I know which one you're talking about, but I'm drawing a blank too.
Oh my god, I'll remember eventually.
He did all of the art for this amazing. It's so frustrating, as I get it for people why they're so mad at these movies too, because it's like, I'm just remembering now the amazing series from the 90s. It was like a 4-issue miniseries. I forget the name of it. It was like Marvel something, but it was just following the life of a news guy who has to.
I know which one you're talking about, but I can't think of the name of it.
It's like the best Marvel comic ever. It's basically just a guy.
Ben Reilly, I think.
I think it's a guy on the ground who's just a reporter and has to live through the decades of insane, ridiculous, increasingly escalating nonsense Marvel disasters every day.
Oh.
And it's like, this is horrifying, and I fear for the lives of my children. And it was amazing, and all they gotta do is turn that into a stupid Disney Plus series, but they never will.
Well,
Those fucks, those hack frauds.
I have one last piece of comic news before we get off of it, probably completely, because
We got other stuff
we got
to
a lot
get
of
to.
stuff, and we've got not a lot of time.
Yeah.
There will probably be no more Sony's alternate Spider-Man villain universe anymore.
Yay!
Why? Well,
Already been-
that's such
Yeah.
that comes out of left field. Everybody's been Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kraven the
no!
Hunter.
Anyway.
Kraven the Hunter somehow flopped worse than Madam Web.
Well, Kraven the Hunter, from everything I've heard, is worse. I mean, maybe not worse than Madam Web, but like it just has not like it just sounds so lame. Doing Kraven without Spider-Man, fuck.
So from what I've seen, people are actually taking that out of context. It's not that a formal Sony Spider-Man universe has ended. It's that they never had one planned in the first place, so they're stopping their current efforts and making a new plan. All of the like SSU stuff has never been a real thing. That's mostly been a thing made by the audience.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have a stroke. Fuck.
You mean to tell me that these horrible movies with nothing in them had no plan?
Everyone gaslit themselves into thinking they had a plan.
Including Sony, I guess.
Oh god.
Remember when they re-released Morbius? That was fun.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Everyone was memeing on Morbius so hard they thought, I mean, hey, maybe we get a few sales.
People don't even have the energy to fucking watch these shit-ass movies anymore. Like
people like the Venom ones, though. That's the thing. The Venom ones are successful.
The Venom ones are like kind of entertaining, separate from everything. I like the first one. I didn't see the other ones though, so I don't know.
Well, Tom Hardy is just perpetually sweaty in all three of those films.
I really like the scene in the first one where he sits in the lobster tank in the restaurant and he's like freaking out.
He's like,
there's some good comedy in that movie.
Yeah,
there's like scene to it.
Tom Hardy, at least, like in all three of them, because I've actually seen the third one through a means, and it's okay. It's not good. I would not say it's good, but Tom Hardy is having a fun time in it, and I'm having a fun time watching Tom Hardy have a fun time in it.
And then no one had fun making Madam Web. And now no one is watching Kraven.
Shoutouts to Sydney Sweeney, though, for doing Madam Web.
She like leveraged that movie so she could get a better movie made.
Yes, and I respect that. That's the hustle. It's like, one for me
and one for the hooker, and the hooker being the studio.
Yeah, Sony. Yeah. You can describe Sony Pictures very, very well as being a whore.
That is a very apt description, yes.
Well, that being said, comic book news. Go read good comics. They exist. Don't watch most of these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read manga.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But even Western stuff, there's still lots of good stuff. Even Marvel and DC still have plenty of good stuff. You just never, you're never seeing it in the movies.
Or at very least, you're not seeing it done well in the movies most of the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
So speaking of horrible corporations and evil, let's get into stories.
Woo!
I don't actually have that much dystopia this time.
Yeah. I think I've got a little bit of dystopia, but not much. Let me look at the list again.
It's a new world.
I was gonna say if we want to start.
I would say if we want to start with my stories, I had one thing that I would like to start with, if you don't mind.
Do it.
Start with number 5 there, Tristan.
Number 5.
I figured you were gonna pick that one when I saw what it was.
The headline.
Number 5.
I don't need much more of a headline here. Former Memphis officer may lose license after shooting himself in shoulder to get woman's attention. Hell yeah.
It's not that hard to get laid, dude. Come on.
Hey,
what are you doing?
Hey, watch
get
this,
woman's attention? Was it just like, I can take it? Watch.
Look at how much... I think we're going to get this live on air. Hold on.
We're going to get a... Is Tristan going to shoot himself in the shoulder?
I mean... I respect the hustle of like, here, I can do cool tricks.
I can't get a woman's attention. I gotta do it. I gotta fucking do it.
Okay.
No,
Bang,
don't do
bang.
it. You probably got a lot of shoulder stuff and cartilage in there. Don't do it.
Yeah, that would not
Where is
be
it?
fun.
Where is that cartilage gonna go if you shoot
I don't
through
need
it? Come on.
cartilage. I need a woman.
That's a good zoom on that photo, by the way. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah,
that.
I saw.
didn't
They just
see it.
zoom
Hang
in
on.
on him. Oh, okay. I was hoping it wouldn't play the audio, and it just doesn't want to play anymore. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll go full screen.
This is a good zoom on this photo of him. You can tell how satisfied he has a plan.
He's like, yeah.
I like his
What a
stupid
guy.
little glasses. It looks like 3D glasses or goggles or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not, but
Hairless handling of a firearm.
Sorry, his name is Sledge.
His name is Sledge.
Like Rainbow Six Siege.
I didn't see that
Nice.
before, but that's beautiful.
His name is Officer Sledge.
Officer Nathan Sledge. That's
I think
a
it's
literal.
Nelson.
that's
a
close
literal
to
porn
Rick
name.
Flag, honestly.
Yeah. Why are these
Nolan.
porn
Nolan Sledge.
Nolan?
Oh,
That's
that's even better.
That's even more of a porn name.
Who the fuck's named Nolan? Come on now.
Yeah. Hey, baby, I'm Nolan Sledge. You'd get maced for
There's
giving a fake
one
name.
Nolan I can think of. A
Nolan
single
North.
Nolan. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
Nolan Sledge really is a porn name when you said it like that. Yeah.
Like and comment if your name is Nolan.
Yeah, if your name's
Yeah.
Nolan,
Or
We won't
Sledge.
laugh at you. I promise.
Yes.
Or Sledge, yeah.
if you're related to this guy, get a photo, please. I gotta see the wound.
Yeah,
Like
actually.
and subscribe if your name is Nolan North, especially.
Yeah, hey, if
Yes,
you're Nolan North,
and come on the podcast.
bitch. Yeah.
Right.
I like you in some things. Hell yeah.
I liked you in Saints Row 4 when you played yourself.
Yeah. I like how you do have range. You can play a crazy German person. He's fucking Rick the Finn of the COD Zombies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is,
Yes,
isn't he?
he is.
In the COD
It's-
zombies.
It's so different from a lot of like the voices everyone makes him do that it's like you don't notice it until you're like, oh,
No.
it's Nolan.
Yeah.
And when you
Kristen
see him,
is like concerningly pointing that gun at his like chest and abdomen area.
Tristan
I
spinning
don't-
around.
It is not real. That is little
It-
gas valve thing.
Yeah,
I
you,
see.
you,
I'm
can- you
just,
can shoot yourself with a BB if you wanted to.
I was trying to
Maybe.
I was trying to disassemble it, but the whole thing is stuck down.
Ooh,
So that's concerning.
Not the thing.
Damn.
hey.
Damn.
Much like a real gun, you just stick things in there and just keep hoping it works. You'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
I guess so.
The first
Throw in some
rule really
lawn
about gun,
chairs, you know, beach balls, whatever
Look,
There we
works.
go.
the first rule of gun safety is to have fun. All right, trust me.
Yeah. Of course, just have fun. Just do it.
Hey,
This is very safe.
exactly. It's pure American.
Do as we
I
say,
love
not
it.
as we do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Bad influences.
Do you want to start going with some
funny.
of your stories, or what was the story you had, Dave?
Should we talk about Luigi?
We should. I do have a Luigi story in there too,
Get
by
to
the
some
way.
Luigi.
Technically, 8 and 8B are both related to a Luigi story, also. But
Oh, I've got a fun thing you guys might enjoy. Actually, I got a couple. I haven't mentioned them. I forgot.
yes,
So I'll surprise them with you whenever you feel like it.
Ooh.
all right.
All right. So I guess we should do yours first. Oh,
Well,
okay.
this one's a
That
little
looks-
ahead
that's-
of it. Yeah. So.
Oh well, I mean, I don't have the
Yeah,
actual like Luigi was caught like
yeah.
stuff itself because
I don't really either. It was
you
a
know.
crazy.
Yeah, by
dear
now-
viewer, you fucking know.
You know,
you don't need us to
you
recap all
know, 'cause you
Yeah.
know.
Immediately, I recommend everyone don't go to fucking McDonald's because I admittedly this is like a
It's a
conspiracy-
rat's
Also-
nest.
Well,
Also, don't rat on people while you're working at fucking McDonald's, and we'll get to that in a
Oh,
sec.
And also make sure you use the right fucking phone number to do it, or you just might get screwed. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that.
Oh god, yeah, we'll get there. But yeah, so 50 Cent, 50 Cent may be doing both a documentary. Scroll down a bit, Tristan. And he said that he literally said here on Instagram before he did delete it. I don't know. I kind of like this killer.
Based.
Hell yeah.
That's controversial.
Base 50 Cent.
I
See,
guess.
this is where it's news. It's like the media. So right. So like
Yeah.
if I'm like a normal person and I hear that, that's not controversial. The controversial thing for all of us would have been, oh, did he say some stupid retarded boomer take about like how this guy violence is never the answer and nuts doesn't solve it. This is but what about the left and his family? This is just what everyone else is already saying. This is the most relatable thing 50 Cent has ever said.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, he says, sorry it's going the way it is, but I'm doing a documentary on him. He's special. I apologize in advance for anyone who doesn't understand. Which
that's worded in such a like mysterious and vague way too.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I mean, hey,
it's written like it's an ESL tweet. I don't get it.
And yeah, this so something I didn't bring up, but like apparently the New York Times has seen like so much backlash that they're not like gonna post his face anymore. They're doing weird shit. Suddenly there were a lot of takes of like, people are wanting to change the culture war to the class war. Here's why that shouldn't happen. It's like, oh
yeah.
Okay.
Please don't pay attention, bro. Please,
yeah,
it's all the trans' fault. Please,
bro. It's somehow gay people's fault that we're like this. Come on, bro. Don't
look at this.
Don't rich people, bro.
Look at this, or it's evil Republicans' fault that everything's like this. It's totally not just the rich. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, with that, there is a good amount of overlap, but yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not fucking Peepaw who wants lower taxes. It's not.
The Venn diagram isn't 100%. There's some overlap. There's some overlap on both. Believe me.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't Kamala Harris personally have some connection to the United Healthcare guy?
Well, she also like one of her top leading execs was like an Uber fucking executive, and it's like, like what? Why do you people want to keep losing forever? They brought the.
It's almost like they don't actually believe the things they say, and they aren't actually the explicit party of good values or anything.
I don't disagree, but it's like. How do you not
a lot of people seem to.
How do you not read the room and not realize, like, nobody wants the Uber CEO's opinion. Ever. Like, that person, let them fuck up taxi driving forever. Okay. I don't need their opinion on the actual infrastructure of our highways.
Yeah.
But, hey, we got that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
I mean, I saw Elizabeth Warren on the fucking news doing the...
Tristan?
You okay? Technical difficulties, folks.
We're paused. Oh.
I just had to turn stuff on.
All right, understand.
Yeah, if I ever like go silent or blank, just let me turn my shit on before we declare it as an issue.
All right, fair. It just it happened real quick. I was like, whoa.
All right, I just hit record again on my end.
To really quickly talk about more 50 Cent, I just wanted to bring this up for people who don't remember this. Press AV real quick. It's a trailer for 50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Oh God.
Yes. Oh God, yes. So back in the day, video games were a lot faster to make. So they would just make games about anything.
I remember this one.
I'm gonna keep it muted, just in case there's copyright.
I remember Chip Cheesem playing this and making jokes about OSHA violations.
Owned.
Dude, I remember picking this game up from my local movie
fucking
gallery.
Sierra put this out? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Sierra was still around in 2007.
Yeah,
not for much longer.
Not for long with shit like this, no.
Yeah.
There he is.
I guess it looks pretty good for the time.
There's two quarters himself.
See, here's the one problem. The problem with doing this unmuted...
Well, this is all bullshit, isn't it?
Some of this is bullshit, but admittedly...
There he is! I have him here in my hands right now. That's 50 Cent.
Cameo, folks.
Oh, shit. Oh, you had 50 cents? But yeah,
this
covering the LED on my
This looks like a PS4 or 5 game. There's no way the fucking 360 game looked like this.
Yeah, this is pre-rendered.
The other thing that doesn't show up here is there's an awkward lack of like a musical theme. So most of this is awkward. By us having it muted, we've effectively removed some of the awkwardness. Okay, there wasn't before. I didn't think there was before.
Did they change it?
I may have linked the wrong thing.
The thing is, like,
Well, classic
I could
50
imagine-
Cent. I remember when he did all this.
I could imagine 13 years ago or whatever, seeing this and being like, this looks insane.
Yeah, this was more like I think this may have been like
Isn't this basically...
an
Didn't
OXM
this
demo.
walk so that Post Malone's Murder Circus could run?
That exists.
Admittedly, I have not
Jesus
tried
Christ.
Post Malone's Murder Circus, but I could, and that's
Isn't it
that's
out?
sad.
Isn't it like not out for another year or whatever?
No, it's out now. It's in Hunt Showdown. I think it ends like January 5th or something. Conveniently.
Yeah, my only exposure to Post Malone's fucking psycho clown ICP circus is that trailer from the Game Awards.
Much wicked clown love, what have you? Yeah.
Is that like an aesthetic he's had for a while?
No.
The facial tattoos,
not really.
yeah, but
Well, yeah.
No, he
Not the
like
clown stuff, not the
ICP
country
shit.
stuff.
yeah, he pivoted to country kind of hard in the last couple of years. I wonder why. If the
Jesus
money was
Christ,
on the market.
Fitty. Damn. I would not care if my son died. All right,
Well
buddy.
recommended. But yeah, no. 50 Cent wants to make a documentary. Hell yeah,
Shit, I'd probably watch it.
I'm curious.
Sure.
So,
Yes.
speaking of Luigi, why McDonald's employee who reported Luigi Mangione might not get the 60K reward. Get fucked. Get fucked.
I mean, get fucked, but also I called it immediately. They're not letting anyone have that money. They'll find whatever loophole they can.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
this is a fucking NYPD. Them giving out 60K for something? My ass.
60K wouldn't even be enough to like cover the deductible.
Did you guys see the video of the NYPD searching Central Park for Luigi? And
I
they're
did
literally
not.
wandering around very slowly, peeking into bushes and stuff.
Yep.
I saw that,
Yeah, it's very good.
According to FBI rules, the tipster can't nominate themselves to collect the reward, meaning the employee would have to be put forward by an investigating agency.
Wow, that's
What?
so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. Also, the rewards too are often only paid if the arrest leads to a conviction. And listen, I got an alibi for my boy Luigi.
Yeah. I mean,
does.
He was with me chilling all day. And then he went up to
got the
Bane and
joint.
chilled for the rest of the day.
Yeah, we played
He
some
didn't make
Smash
any
Brothers.
stops between.
Yeah.
No, he
no
went
mistake.
up to Canada. He went up to Canada and we played
Oh
Smash
yeah, but like
Brothers.
that was after we went up to Bane.
Right, that's true.
Have you ever heard of a
I forgot about time
Stargate?
frame.
I can
Yeah,
explain
actually,
how
I
that
lent him my
goes.
TARDIS.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, get fucked.
Yep.
There's also this.
Go full screen.
There's a
here.
video.
This was just from a few hours ago, and
If only that was the plot of the Mario movie.
they said earlier
real.
today.
Yeah.
Tell Ashley Banfield that.
I mean, it
Luigi is
was.
watching at 10 o'clock. I mean,
Basically
that's
it was, yeah.
roast at this point.
He's trying to get Luigi back from Bowser.
Can
From
I
prison,
ask
yeah.
The guys, if they can hear me right now, to answer yes or
Oh god,
no
Ashley
very
Banfield's
loud.
still alive.
Does Luigi have
Yeah, News
television
Nation
in
is
his
like
single cell?
where center dims kind of go to die.
No.
Unreal.
Yeah, so
Prisoners
basically the whole-
around Luigi are just fucking incensed that Luigi's there. This dude's gonna be the fucking king of whatever prison he goes to if he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
go
Oh,
to
absolutely.
Guantanamo.
I mean, they're not going to catch any like sympathy for that CEO in jail. Just
Yeah.
being straight up, like that guy is
Yeah.
not getting any love. Luigi's gonna
Well,
get
I mean-
a bunch of care.
Thankfully for the system and justice, Luigi is being apparently charged with terrorism. So, that's great. He probably won't even have other inmates
They'll
around
send him to a
Awesome.
supermax probably because. Well, do you have the Florida lady story, Tristan?
I think
No,
I know
I
which
don't.
which lady you're talking
I'll
about.
pull that up.
I was gonna bring the same thing up.
Do you have the story?
I don't have it myself, but I can just mention it
bring
real
up
quick.
there.
I don't have the story, Bane.
Well, you said you were going to mention it.
That's not bringing. Okay, I'm
Alright,
gonna
I'm
bring
pulling
it
up.
up
I'm
as
pulling it
in
up.
talking about it. That's
Okay,
fine.
yeah,
That's
you get
fine.
it. You talk about it while I'm pulling it up. How about that?
I think it's the same one. There's another lady who's been, I think, also charged with terrorism because she was in some argument on the
Isn't that a
phone.
popular word these days?
She was in some argument on the phone with her, like, her health insurance company, and she just said to them at some point the 3 words that were on the shell casings.
Say
Which,
the
what was
secret
it?
words.
There was a deny, defund, depose, or
Yeah.
something. Delay, deny, depose. Right.
Delayed and I have to post. Yeah.
Florida woman
Yeah.
arrested for allegedly saying delay, deny, depose to her insurance company.
And she's being
Awesome.
held on a $100,000 bond.
Yeah, I think
And
I think there
this
was
is
an
just for
update
saying
where-
3 words.
I do think they eventually. This isn't in the story, but I heard it on a
Fucking-
news thing, and I'll check for an update later. I'll add it
The
if I.
status
But
of
there
our
was.
I do
country.
find that the bond of $100,000 is appropriate, considering the status of our country at this point.
I do find that the
Christ.
payment I received was appropriate, allegedly.
Yeah, apparently, from what I remember hearing, and this was just from another news podcast thing, so it could be true, could not be. We'll look for this later. Supposedly, she was given house arrest after this, but the point still stands. Like, she did not yell fire in a crowded theater. She did not say she was going to kill the fucking...
Yeah, she didn't say, "You're next, Mr. Healthcare CEO, who I'm mentioning by name right now."
This is
Yeah.
not
Like,
a,
that's-
this is not a terroristic threat at all, and it just kind of feels like, there's a certain class of people in this country that
Shut
you
it down!
really
Shut
can't-
it down!
There's a certain class of people that you can easily make threats towards people like us. You know, that shit happens all the time. People send
Yeah.
death threats to YouTubers and
You
know,
can
other
send
people and
death
shit.
threats to people on Twitter fucking daily, but if you tell a
Yeah.
pedophile that they should get fucking murdered in prison,
Oh,
then
yeah,
you get banned. Am I right?
Yeah,
Bane?
that's
Yeah.
when Elon gets kind of mad. You know, he doesn't like it when people.
Yeah, and it was
do
literally
those.
post Elon takeover too. It's like
Mm.
I even in my
Free
ban
speech central.
in my ban appeal, like to get unbanned, I'm like, look, I'll buy a full fucking year of Twitter Premium. I'll fucking do it. Like if you
Yeah.
I'll you know.
It's
wall it
nothing's
out.
worth that, Bane.
I was trying to get my account back. I was wanting to see how it could go. They had no go for me saying a pedophile should die multiple times. I don't know. I think I
Damn
was on the
shame.
good side there. But yeah,
so
no.
pedophiles and the rich are both the protected class. That's what
At
we're
least
learning.
on Twitter.
You'd be
which-
surprised how often they overlap, but
Yeah.
let's not get into that.
especially on Twitter.
That's there.
Yeah, Twitter. God, it is fucking embarrassing, but it's still fun to go and make fun of those morons on there. Believe me.
All right. So I'm gonna let you, Bane, decide whether we should read this.
We should read it. We should read
Okay,
it.
sweet.
So
This is
Luigi's
Luigi's
manifesto.
alleged manifesto.
Woohoo! I'm gonna kill all of the bitches who want to date me. Let's go!
Yo, I didn't know Luigi's first name was Adachi.
Oh,
Wait, no,
man.
fuck, not.
You got it. You got it right.
Yeah, okay.
But you know, this manifesto was weird because, like, right after he got caught, supposedly they had it. They were pulling quotes from it, but they didn't release the full thing. And
Yeah.
journalist Ken Klippenstein, who name I will fuck up, but I'll actually say unlike some media people, Ken Klippenstein got the manifesto and decided to publish it in full, which big fucking ups. I gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and read it, and I'm gonna not do a Luigi voice.
Here,
How do we know this is real? Is there
I
evidence?
mean,
is there any proof?
this has been ones that have been like New York, like there. You can look at like the sources that he says here, like the queries to all these ones. They've pulled quotes from it, so at the very least, like it's the same source as New York Times
I
has,
What has been
Washington
reported
Post.
on. Yeah.
So they're very selectively reporting. Yeah, I mean, like the general idea, I guess, is they're trying to quash any public, discontent, whatever. And I mean, like from a neutral standpoint, you're kind of like, okay, yeah, people shouldn't be like fucking rioting in the streets or whatever. But I mean, this is just they're putting that lady in fucking prison because she said words on a phone.
Yeah.
Not a threat, just words.
It's like,
and
alright.
they won't let people read the manifesto. I've heard that the manifesto, he has some like minor he has some kind of minor fixation, I guess, on what's his name, the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski.
Oh, Ted Kaczynski, yeah.
But like not, that guy fucking killed innocent people. What's noticeable in that video is that there is another lady in the video when he shoots the guy, and of course he never once points the gun at her.
Oh yeah,
or
she
anything.
sees him. He even kind of looks in her direction a little bit, and then just goes back on target.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
You
like,
know what he wanted.
Even
He set his fucking targets better than old Uncle Ted did.
I think if we go through here, let's start reading it. I'll read it out.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he actually mentions that he has no desire to hurt anyone besides the person who he believes is, like, evil.
Yeah. I'll read this out as fast as I can. To the feds, I'll keep this short because I respect what you do for our country. To save you a lengthy
Cringe
investigation.
first line.
That is admittedly kind of cringe. I played
Hey,
this tape
Luigi's a based radical centrist, okay? He's
Yeah.
the most radical of all
I wouldn't
It-
see that's the thing. I wouldn't call him a centrist because his
I
Twitter's
was
been
just-
found and he's a fan of Tucker Carlson.
Well, admittedly,
Yeah, but
However-
but I'll
like
say this:
not.
it is
he did
a
something real cool.
scattershot. Like he moved.
He,
Like some of the
he's
stuff's all
not-
over the place.
he's not affiliated heavily with any one ideology. He's doing shit that's relatively apolitical.
He's literally
and
that. He's literally
got
the
a
political compass
opinions.
meme.
He's like fiscally liberal, socially conservative, which
It's a very
has your
strange
misgivings about
position.
it,
But
but
all right, whatever. Hey,
But yeah,
that counts to me as a centrist.
All right,
Let's
to
continue.
read through this. I state plainly I wasn't working with anyone. This was fairly trivial. Some elementary social engineering, basic CAD, which means 3D files, a lot of patience. The spiraled notebook, if present, has some straggling notes and to-do lists that illuminate the gist of it. The tech is pretty much locked down because I work in engineering, so probably not much info there. I do apologize for any try for traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. I remind
based.
Yeah, admittedly, very based. I agree.
Hey, Tristan, can you play some? Hang on, let me link a song here. I want to play a song while you're doing this.
All right.
Okay.
Oakley
Hang
dokley.
on. This is. Let me get the like half-hour one, just so it doesn't. Where's the fucking?
Oh no, this manifesto is really short. You could probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're literally almost done.
All right.
You're good. You're good. Just
Where's the instrumental version? God damn it. Okay. Here we go. Now let's take their fucking hearts.
yeah.
This is great.
I knew you were gonna do this, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This doesn't have. You can't take a person's heart through anime in real life. You have to do what Luigi did, unfortunately.
Yep. All right.
Take it from parasites, Bane.
These parasites simply had it coming. A reminder, the US has #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly 42 in life expectancy. United is the indecipherable largest company in the US by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, and Walmart. It has grown and grown, but as our life expectancy? No. The reality is, these, I'm going to say parasites, have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. Obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have the space, and frankly, I do not pretend to have the most qualified person to laugh at the full argument. But many have illuminated the corruption and greed, examples, Rosenthal, more, decades ago, and the problems simply remain. It is not an issue of awareness at this point, but with clearly power games at play. Evidently, I'm the first to face it, so in real honesty.
Looking cool,
Hey.
Joker.
Hell yeah.
What a good
very
song.
Joker coded.
It is. I've been thinking to no small extent about making a fucking AMV of that song and Luigi footage. You know.
Fuck
do
yes.
it. We should make like 3. I mean, I've done that before in
I mean,
past
if-
history.
Luigi
wanna
fan
be-
cam.
If you
Yeah.
want to be kind of sneaky about it, you could always do Luigi's Mansion footage.
Ooh.
Sure.
Or Luigi, you have Luigi vacuuming up King Boo.
Yeah.
The hidden
Try to
code.
get
And then-
it. Try to get it in a room where it's like the right camera angle, so he's like at the bottom corner and the ghost's like up here.
What you do is
Yeah.
you pull a Fight Club and you splice a frame in there, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say I'm not saying
One
it's not
single
to do
image
that.
of Luigi's.
It's the one of him eating the hash brown.
Yeah.
You just toss
Yeah.
that in there.
No, you know what I got to include in there is the fucking Smash victory pose where he bangs with the guns.
You gotta have
That's
that.
gotta be in there. This is a pretty good manifesto. I mean, you hear the term manifesto, you expect like reams of fucking documents and like
Yeah, like
"And
6
the
pages.
Jews, but no, it's just kind of
Yeah.
it's
Where it's
just
like-
kind of gets to the fucking point, you know.
You have 40 pages in, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, suddenly we're talking about the banking industry. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was really worried that
well-
once this stuff came out, that it would be like, he has got a big problem with the blacks. Here we go.
Yeah,
like,
you see the word despite show up like 18 paragraphs in, and you're like, oh, well, okay, here we go.
I think that's why it's so easy for people to look at him, even just beyond like who it was he targeted, and be like, oh, I don't think I disagree with this guy, because he's not doing anything here that's like, whoa, buddy. Well, I mean, he did kill a person, but like, you know, it's not like he's
Besides
writing.
that,
Yeah,
That's arguable.
not
I wouldn't
like-
exactly classify him as a
Person?
person.
Yeah, let's be real here.
But it's not as though when you get into his manifesto, it's like inane ramblings and racist, homophobic, whatever. It's him
It's succinct.
pretty directly saying, hey, I know what I'm doing is wrong, but fundamentally, I think it's the right thing to do, and that's why I'm doing it. And that's the whole manifesto, basically.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. Like,
He's a
he
superhero.
just-
he did his
yeah,
job.
he is quite literally
mean-
a vigilante.
I know on the server and in this podcast, I've already glazed fucking Ultimate Spider-Man 2024 enough, but there were many parts in that where I was like, this
Keep
is
glazing.
more or less what's happening now, and it's very interesting to see that, like in a story that started earlier, like January 24. It's basically guy realizes there's a bunch of corruption and shit. Specifically, minor spoiler, specifically Harry Osborn as the Green Goblin is like, yeah, I'm gonna take this into my own hands. Fuck it. It's probably gonna be a risk to me, whatever, but like, you know, I got nothing to lose. Big fucking evil, the big evil people that have that are controlling our world, and you know, it's just, man, yeah, it's nice to see. So it's nice to see a Christmas present come early, is all I'm saying.
Hey.
Yeah, we got, oh geez, almost a week till Christmas. That's
Yeah.
scary.
I should
Yeah.
say for the folks listening, we'll be taking a little break around Christmas like we did last year, you know.
But we do have a
Afterwards.
special new
Afterwards.
episode.
Yes. We got one, we're recording it on the 30th. I think I'm going to try to release it on the 1st, you know, kind of
Yeah.
time
If
it.
you can, hey, hell yeah.
I think it'd be good. But yeah, we got one we're recording on the 30th, but before then we're going to take a break, focus on some future ideas. Hopefully second screenings should be done by the start of next year.
Hopefully.
Asterisk. But
We'll
I'm
see.
excited. Plus, I think we may be having an edited version of the Game Awards because Ash said he really wanted to do it.
Yes.
So, like, hey, all
It
right.
was a pretty fun stream. I'm excited to see what he cooks up.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We should go on to the next story though. Here.
Sure.
Oh,
You guys want another reason to fucking hate Funko?
I like this, you know, I know Blue Sky app is like the fucking it's like tanky Twitter or whatever. Apparently a bunch of people jumped
It is
over to
some
Blue
tanky.
Sky and
That's tanky.
well, I'm being derogatory, but a bunch of people apparently jumped over to Blue Sky to fucking flee off of Twitter, and they were surprised to find that it was fucking full of gawk. And they've had to acclimate to the culture of loads of girl cock all over their timeline, but that's just a Blue Sky thing. But I do like that we've.
I gotta say, I
Twitter.
haven't seen any of that on Blue Sky. I don't
That's
know
what
where
I've heard.
I don't know where
That's what I've
your
heard.
people are looking, but
mine is. It's mostly what I had on Twitter, but like less a couple of accounts. 'Cause it's like
I haven't
man,
seen much of Blue Sky, but now you're showing stuff from it, and at first I just thought it was Twitter. Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a new Twitter interface.
Oh, yeah.
This is like
this-
copyright infringement Twitter.
This is. I mean, this feels like 2019 Twitter to me, where it's
Yeah,
like
I mean-
which
peak stupidity, but also peak entertainment. It's that weird.
I mean-
blend.
Claw, you do have to remember that the guy who started Blue Sky is the guy who created Twitter.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that
found-
is the Jack Dorsey one. That's
Which-
true. I guess
which
that makes
also-
sense.
Which also we have to thank fucking why did he accept the deal? Why did you accept that deal? I get the money. Don't get me wrong. I'm a whore for money, but also like
He got that bag, I guess.
Well, now he's got the new Twitter, so it's fine.
I mean, admittedly, it's impressive that he was able to make 2 social media platforms that weren't shit. That's
Yeah.
kind of hard to do. Well, there's
So
shit,
anyway,
yeah.
So what is
I
this,
guess, I
Sarah?
guess
Yes.
while Gabe's going, he probably.
Oh
ran ahead
yeah,
of
it's
it.
this fucking story. Holy shit, I
Itch.io.
remember this.
This is from itch.io, massive marketplace for indie games. It
The
is
biggest.
Yeah, it's the biggest because it really doesn't have that many like barriers to entry.
Yeah.
So you could make Funny Man does his good quest 64 and
There's so
code it in
many
like 30
fucking-
minutes.
There's so many fucking good games on Itch.io though.
Yeah.
There are great
tons.
dude, Voices of the Void. If you
Yeah.
haven't played Voices of the Void, play Voices of the Void. It's on Itch.io.
Yeah,
Itch.io.
There's tons of shit on Itch.io that is not even like the popular shit. It's just like it's there. There's a cool Metroidvania you've never heard of. No one's talking about it. It's on
Yeah.
there.
It's a,
But
it's a crazy
Itch.io's under
marketplace.
attack.
Yeah,
It
so
was.
this is a tweet, I guess. I don't know what exactly we're calling them on Blue Sky. I'm not
it's a
fucking
post.
calling
It's a
I'm not
Skeet.
calling them
It's a
skeets. I'm not
It's a
fucking
post.
calling them
It's a post.
skeets.
I haven't heard anybody else say skeets, and I was like, "Oh, it's a skeet," and you were on that already, so I know that must be going
Yep.
around.
Skeet.
Oh god.
So, quote, I kid you not, itch.io has been taken down by Funko of Funko Pop because they use some trash AI-powered brand protection software called Brand Shield that created some bogus phishing report to our registrar, I Want My Name, who ignored our response and just disabled the domain. The site was down for like 4 hours.
Yeah, it was fucking insane, and it seems like their software kind of was like, hey, we think this this is a scam or this is something that's RIP or something, and effectively pulled it down by its own force.
I just have to say shout outs to Julian, person running the Itch.io Blue Sky page. Do you want a hit or two off of my weed cart?
Hell yeah.
They need it.
I was gonna say, so Funko did discuss why this happened. It was apparently because one of their brand partners saw that someone had made a page that is directly imitating the Funko Fusion page for their game and linked to it. So their brand detection picked that up as infringement and so sent in the takedown. They didn't do it themselves, but their partner did.
It's very cool that we have these fucking brand protection softwares that just detect shit with AI.
Yeah.
It's great. I'm very happy with it. I'm not at all scared or worried or angry or upset.
It's so funny to me that like AI hasn't really been used that much for like video game AI or anything. It's always used for this baffling shit.
Give it a minute. That cat trailer that was on Apple Watch, apparently that's AI.
Yeah, apparently that was
That's
like
not gonna be real.
I expect that game. I expect that game to be in development hell scam zone for a while.
Oh
It's either that or it's going to be a very, very shallow Tamagotchi clone.
Yeah. I was playing Rivals on the practice with AI thing, and I was just thinking like, wow, these AI are pretty good. They're like act fairly similarly to how like a normal team does. I wonder if they're using any of the like AI that we've got, like the machine learning shit.
Like
probably.
AI?
Yeah, probably not. No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's
steal things.
That's a good use for it. Like there are good uses for it, but it's just you never see it. It's always shit like this or the fucking AI powered X-ray machines or whatever.
Or
like
the 6 finger Santa Claus we showed last
yeah,
episode.
or have you seen the fucking? I think it's Tesco advent calendars that are all kinds of fucked up. They have weird
sad day to be British.
hands and just they're fucked. The advent cal, and it made me realize, the fucking calendar industry probably also beans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You go to buy a calendar of Friends, and it's just gonna have fucking an extra friend.
That's Jungle.
There's gonna be
Jungle
an
the
Asian
friend.
guy. Yeah. Jungle the friend. I don't know why that made me laugh. That's good. But yeah, fuck Funko. I guess they reversed it or whatever, but
They did.
Fuck
They did.
Funko anyways.
Yeah, fuck Funko.
Oh, it looks like I did have dystopia. Shit, I forgot what this
Oh.
is.
Great.
We're gonna learn together.
Oh, that
All right,
reminds
let's take
me.
a look at that.
I got something queued up for after.
This is interesting here. I couldn't find the exact thing you were looking for, but this also is scary to think about. Yeah, magazines are just gonna be like fucking awful now, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they are.
What is this shit? Hang on,
It's-
go up. Oh god, I
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
a junior puzzle game, but it's got AI just slop shit right on the front.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's
uh,
decent AI.
Sorry, I can't help but
Swearing?
notice the trending tab on the side there.
Oh, what?
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
I'll check
I'm
this too.
I'm checking on my
Live
phone
news-
as well.
Live news,
Please.
maybe.
I would find it hilarious if like that.
Hey, it doesn't look like
no,
that's
so
okay.
far. Yeah, it's just Twitter. It's just Twitter.
Fuck!
Damn, we got
God
baited.
Damn it. Alright, I got a few images coming at you here. On the subject of
God.
AI.
Oh,
Give me 1 sec.
okay. I did. I found one interesting post that I will just post here too after that.
Yeah, I've seen this kind of stuff online. It's ugh.
Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna advocate for workplace shootings to return, but Jesus Christ, that's bleak.
Maybe
Artisans
an
won't
artisan,
compla-
you know?
Artisans won't complain about work-life balance. The era of AI employees is here. It's like maybe Skynet should take over and behead this guy. I don't know.
Yes,
It'd be
I
funny.
love that right next to it there is a potentially homeless man.
That is an image for the fucking time history books or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. That seems like a Tiananmen Square type of fucking image that's like historically relevant to me. I didn't even notice the homeless guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was sent this and just
Artisans won't come into work hungover. It's like, okay, some people when you're hungover, hang on, there is a phone number. I'm not saying people call 415-936-0349 and start screaming at them.
that would be a shame.
No,
Yeah.
this is like an AI chatbot on the phone.
If I call
got
them,
another
I'm probably
one.
gonna give my
This-
number out.
This
Some
one,
horrifying
this is the third one I was sent. This is the best one. Because there's a typo.
Oh yeah,
Artisan Zoom cameras will never not be working. What the fuck? What the fuck is this complaint?
This is literally for just like one kind of Silicon Valley asshole who.
Yeah.
No, I need to see you. I
There's
need
like
to
some-
see you working.
There's some businessman on his way to work with the suit and the briefcase who is gonna see this and just love it.
Oh, he's gonna shit his pants. It's like,
He's
why didn't
gonna
they think of
come.
this before?
Oh
Oh,
my god, I could finally not have to pay. And then why does she have fucking lens flare?
More importantly, why did they
Laser
fuck up the spelling?
that is a good.
Oh,
question.
oh, okay,
What's
I
even got the red
I think
underline?
that's-
Oh, I guess that's supposed to be
Like a
like
typo.
the
A
humans
joke.
do typos, I guess.
I've
I guess.
But
I've
AI
seen AI make way more mistakes.
I think AI has some bigger problems than human typos.
Yeah, no.
I mean, this is all just a big buzzword, this is all just a marketing scheme. We're all just supposed to talk about it, I guess. But this is the future, though.
But it's also.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got a feeling that this shit will hard crash in a couple years. Like.
hey Mario. Actually, no. Mario's already got Mr. Z guy. Hey Wario.
You gotta call Toad. You gotta call Toad.
No, Wario. Well, actually, no. Wario's the guy behind this. Fuck.
Yeah. Well,
Hey
Wario's the bad
Waluigi.
one. No, the Waz are bad. The Waz are
The
bad.
laws are
canonically.
bad.
No,
Yeah,
Waluigi's chill.
we gotta
Waluigi's
go.
chill.
We
Let's
gotta
go.
go with Sponge or something
no.
or Pretzel.
Everyone's missing out on Captain Toad. He would make the march and he would get it done.
He doesn't have a gun.
Captain
You
Toad
don't need a
versus
gun.
AI. Yeah, you don't need a gun. He
Alright.
can't even jump,
See-
but he gets it done.
See, you
Give
gotta
him
start
pickaxe,
watching,
I guess.
Yeah, you gotta start
Yeah.
watching more weird horror movies. I could name
Yeah.
100 different weapons that are not a gun.
All right, so Captain Toad, you're on.
Yes.
Mm.
So this is
This is crazy.
Oh no. Oh, poor guy.
Multiple body cam photos have shown MKBHD being pulled over for speeding, and I get it. Speeding's fun. I've
Poor
done it.
guy. There are people like live on like Kick and shit who just speed for fun all the time.
Oh yeah.
But this guy's getting dragged for speeding a couple of times.
I mean, 3 times.
Like, I get it.
And then there was a video of him going like 80 in a fucking 30. That was very recent.
Yeah, fuck that.
I like MKBHD. I'm not.
No, I can't watch him. He fucking blazed the hell out of the Cybertruck. I was watching his video, and
he also charged like what, a $7 subscription for phone wallpapers?
I mean, yeah. That is dumb. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Dude is a shill.
I
don't have any real opinions on the guy, but
the only thing I kind of don't hate him for is like smartphone camera reviews, which is the only reason I watch most of these people is for smartphone.
I mean, fair. He is,
but you can't trust anything he says. He's just bought and paid for by fucking Tesla or whoever.
Yeah. Admittedly, like the Tesla
those shitty AI products that he like reviewed, they only just didn't pay him enough, is my thinking.
Oh no, everyone was kind of shitting on the rabbit was the one I thought was going to be the most interesting one because it had a neat design, and turns out I was dumb. Then that little pin one that looks like a Star Trek badge communicator.
That was bad.
The idea of that is cool. It's just it was a fucking total turd.
It's just a failure. Yeah, this is just disappointing because I started watching Marcus like a year ago or something, and I was like, oh, this is good. A tech review channel I can watch. He's got some cool videos. Yeah. And then, it's just been like steadily downhill with the speeding and just and he's like a weird shill, and okay, never mind. It's just a little disappointing,
the only
I guess.
one that I like usually for like weirder phones I'll go to is a guy named Mr. Mobile. And it's because he'll talk about like the foldable phones and shit. And it's like, if I'm getting another Android, I would get a foldable one. More than I'd get like a standard.
I just need like Ashens to do like modern tech reviews. That's what I'm looking for. It's just like Ashens gets the new... Yeah, just Ashens does the new iPhone or whatever. I would watch that.
I would too.
What were you going to say, Gabe?
I was gonna say, I feel like the only tech channel I watch, because I used to watch Marcus Brownlee sometimes. Like, I don't watch that kind of content super often. Yeah. I feel like the only channel I watch who's even kinda like that now is Digital Foundry, and like that's
Didn't
more.
They have like Didn't they have like a scandal as well? They like split into, or maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
You might be thinking about Game Explain.
That's the one. Yeah.
The Game Explain had allegedly paying writers like $1 per article.
And then didn't it turn out
insanely low shit like that?
Yeah.
Didn't it turn out that after The Escapist fractioned off, that the guy who was running that other one was also like screwing over his people or something?
No, that was just one fucking jilted employee.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like, nah, this is
Yahtzee's still going with them. I mean,
there was some new Yahtzee stuff. I had one I saw where he complains about the UI of Symphony of the Night. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm like, I gotta check that out, because why do they use hearts?
That is a good question.
It's just,
it's tradition.
Castlevania. Castlevania.jpg.
What else we got here?
Do we want to go to one of my stories real quick?
Sure.
Let me do just some. Oh yeah, I know what this one is.
Oh, so we didn't even get to this dystopia, right?
Yeah,
some mild dystopia. I put this title mostly as a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing, referencing the thing itself. Sadly,
damn,
the purchase of Infowars by The Onion has been blocked.
There's an asterisk here. There is an asterisk because now it's going back into a traditional auction. So there is still
so they could still front all the money.
However, they still have to go against all the other people who may or may not want it, to which I say we put a $5 bet in.
Why not?
Ooh.
I'm curious.
$5.
That's $20.
I mean, in my thought, it's kind of like Price is Right, where it's like, there is somebody who... I don't know how a traditional auction works, I'm going to be real with you. I've only
closest without going over?
Yes.
Yeah. We had to estimate the worth.
So I'm thinking they all go over. Use my $5 bid, I sneak in, get the win.
$1, Bob.
think that's how it works.
All right, so I'll go ahead and read the thing. This is from the the Fun CEO
Yeah.
of Global Tetrahedron, the evil super brand. We have taken another proud collective stride towards dystopia. A bankruptcy court has denied the sale of Infowars following a month of drawn-out legal proceedings. The experience was long and punishing for all involved, and the final outcome is inconclusive. Infowars assets remain in limbo. Everything is now in doubt, and everyone is worse off than before. Huge
Got
dub.
that right.
Yep. I mean, I hope they get it because again, the idea of what they wanted to do with the brand, I thought was
It's really
hilarious.
funny.
It was so funny. It was so funny.
It's what I would do with Infowars if I had it. I would just hire the biggest dipshits and just let them be goofy for, entertaining clips.
Pay Alex Jones a shit ton to literally just be a mouthpiece.
I mean, I would give him intentionally fake stories or give him like, I would start giving him movie
Just pretend like it's
reviews.
real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would honestly, Ben Shapiro literally just loves doing movie reviews. It seems to be where he's the happiest. Anytime I've seen clips of him doing a movie review, he actually has a smile on his face.
Because he's not very good at it.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's a failed actor and a failed writer.
I heard that his recent Wicked review was actually like a shockingly good demonstration of his understandings of like theater and filmmaking.
Yeah.
His
And then-
understandings of it or his lack of understanding?
No, his
No,
understanding.
like his actual understandings of it.
Yeah, he
'Cause, like,
does have some understanding.
he like all of those people want to like they secretly just want to be in movies. But most of them failed at being actors, like Michael Knowles. Like Michael Knowles literally and that one girl that literally looks like fucking Ben Shapiro's like
Brett Cooper.
clone. Brett Cooper, thank you.
She
was a
really
failure.
does. She looks so much like. She looks more like him than his sister looks like him.
Yes, I know, right? Imagine.
Which I'm going to say to make it better, the fact that I find his sister extremely attractive.
I don't disagree with you. You are incredibly right on that.
She does also look a little like him, though, so that is still concerning.
The conversation is like going to be very boring, very dry. It's going to be awful.
Yeah.
She has to talk like her brother. I've never heard her speak. She's got to talk.
Now
like
let's
her brother.
let's just say hypothetically, I asked you to do the dishes.
Let's say hypothetically, I asked for flowers today.
Yeah, but no, that's what Lady Ballers was, and all of his like. I watched What Is a Woman from Matt Walsh, and it was just so.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
it was so
I
dry. He tried to be funny, and there were just all these parts that were just like.
I wanted to watch. I wanted to sneak into. Am I Racist?
Am I racist?
I wanted to sneak into it so bad. I ended up going to see fucking Borderlands, which.
Why would you have to sneak in?
I don't want to give that fucker money.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could sneak it. You could sneak in his shitty disguise that he wears when he sneaks into places.
But
Yeah, just put a wig on.
Stupid
Hold a hat.
ponytail with a hat and sunglasses. You're good to go.
it's like Borat ruined a generation of like film ideas.
Middle-aged white men.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, where was I going with this? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
They all just want to be movie stars.
Yeah, they just wanted to be actors and they failed at it. But hey, I guess they're making money.
They sure are. Although, after, people are now starting to realize, like, oh yeah, their entire fucking... What was the quote? I realize your entire business model relies on us hating each other, or something.
Yeah, a lot of people are starting to realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
As soon as they realize that for lefty people, too, then we'll all be set and everything will be better.
Exactly.
We just need to get everyone on the same page, and it'll be great.
Really quick, I think let's go with number one of my stories real fast. This is just mostly the headline because I find it hilarious, and I'll read this out here. I think I really have learned my lesson. Cork man with 59 previous convictions tells judge.
Read the subtitle there. Read the
This is what
subtitle
Bo
there.
Saxon 07 is
Judge
going to
Mary Dorgan said, given his appalling record, I have to sentence him to 3 months!
Okay, what did he do?
Uh,
I love the contrast between
Whoa!
those.
oh, this is worse than I thought it was. I'll read
A
this out here.
6-year-old man with 59 previous theft convictions.
I thought the guy was. I guess I saw 59 and expected he'd be in his 50s or something, but that's a lot worse. Yeah, that's like twice your life.
Yeah,
He
that's
stole boots. He stole boots and he got fucking 3 months for it. Jesus
I mean,
he
Christ.
stole from Boots.
yeah. He stole boots.
Oh.
He stole beauty products, which hey, then that's a high
That's
value.
even.
If you know how much
I
this shit
guess.
costs, I mean,
Yeah.
but
I just love the fact that he's like, I think I've really learned my lesson with 59 convictions, and then the lady, the fucking contrast, like, yeah, you know, he has a appalling record, he'll have to get 3 months.
Boots
That'll
is
really
like
teach him.
Walgreens.
okay.
Boots is
Oh,
like a
okay.
Walgreens.
like that's
kind of
thing.
yes, I feel it. Okay.
Alright, so he stole a fucking compact at fucking Walgreens. Alright, I got it.
Basically.
I mean, you know, I say what they should do is they've already got him here. I say they should round up the number one more time, give him like a week a sentence, like a week-long sentence. Give him 60 and then say, all right, no more, go home.
You get one
I don't
more,
know,
you're
though.
going for life.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
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 Get him up.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Although
We need
that's-
Doesn't
to
matter
get
what
some-
it is, you get life.
The laws shouldn't be so, you know, binary, cut and line, drawn line in the sand. It needs to be flexible for people. We need to be law fluid. But that guy gets 59 convictions. It's like, yeah, the next one. I don't care if he's jaywalking. He should fucking stop.
Yeah,
He
it's
needs
like
to start. He needs
you
to
punch-
fly right.
You punched the card too
That's
many
left.
times. Go home.
The card's
I was-
gone. There are
I
no
was gonna
areas to
say,
punch.
if you want a fun one, check out number 9, Tristan.
Yes.
This is a very, you know, thematically, you know.
Ooh.
Police recover a stolen van with 2,500 pies after a chef's appeal, but they are too damaged to eat. Now, we will want to read this because there's some extra details here.
Oh shit.
Take it away, Gabe.
A British chef's appeal for thieves to return 2,500 pies that were in a stolen van ended in disappointment Tuesday when police found the vehicle abandoned with its savory cargo too damaged to eat. Now, these belong to a Michelin star restaurant, and the total value came out to around $32,000 US.
Yeah.
However, this is following up other food heists in England, where, as it mentions here, nearly 1,000 wheels of cloth-wrapped artisanal cheddar weighing 22 metric tons and valued at $390,000 was stolen earlier this year by a man posing as a distributor for a French cheese retailer.
Do you think it was the other guy? Do you think
Oh
it
my
was
God.
the 26-year-old guy?
Oh shit, it might have been! It might have been him!
It might have been him.
Jesus.
I find the idea that
Oh,
Christmas
no.
is coming up.
They took
And
40 cakes! That's as
And
many
that's
as 4
terrible.
cans!
That's
And that's
terrible.
terrible. That's
the
terrible.
first thing I thought of when I heard this story. I'm like, 2,500 pies?
It's
That's
just
as
a
many
quick-
as 2,500,
terrible.
and that's terrible.
It's just a quick one. I just love the idea of these people taking this truck full of pies and then just going, "We don't eat these, do we?" And just leaving them. Like, what was the point?
Pie heist.
Well, I would say
Maybe they
the
didn't
gravy
like
train has
mincemeat.
truly run out on that one.
I was also going to say, Tristan, I have one more, number 10. This is a very cute, wholesome one. I think it's very neat, though. Ontario student up here in Canada builds world's smallest arcade machine.
Oh.
This is now the
I've seen
record
some-
holder.
I've
For
seen
the
some real small
smallest.
ones.
It is 2.5 inches tall.
Jesus.
Like
Wow.
this tall?
Yes, it is I think there's actually photos or a video of it, but basically he just looked up how small the smallest one was and was like, I'll do that, but
I could build
smaller.
it smaller.
So he made a functional 2.5 by
It's a
1
new
inch.
generation.
Oh,
Eh.
2.5 by 1 inch arcade machine that runs Pong.
Oh my god.
The UI. Oh, there we go.
It's even
God.
called
Look at that.
Micro Pong.
I mean, it's impressive, but holy shit, playing on that. I guess if it's
Oh,
Pong,
yeah,
it's
it's not.
probably fine.
It's just two. Yeah, it's just the two things.
Yeah.
Look how small it is. Obviously, for the audio listeners, you can't see, but it is big enough to be like between a thumb and index finger. It is
You-
tiny.
Yeah.
You
Like-
could accidentally chew it.
It's kind of the size of like a few lighters. Like
Yeah.
Keep your
Yeah.
cat
It's-
away
it's-
from this thing.
I'm not even fucking kidding. It's the size of my goddamn vape.
It's
It's
yeah,
probably
it's probably
smaller than mine.
smaller than a lighter.
It's fucking
if
insane.
you, if you
Yeah,
cut it
They
off here,
measured it. They brought up the calipers.
It's a world record. You gotta measure it.
I
But
know.
yeah, this was at a
still.
it's the size of Jill.
this was at Fanshawe here in Ontario, and I saw this the other day, and I was like, "Wow, that's kind of cool, actually."
I
Because
wanna
like,
play
I don't know,
it.
I kind of want to try it out.
Which one of these people is the student?
I think it's the one with the long hair. I think it's
Yeah.
a girl. I'm not.
I guess so.
Victoria.
Victoria
Victoria,
Corman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Oh,
very
there
cool.
she is.
I mean, it's fucking
Hell yeah.
dope, and I like that it captures an old timey aesthetic with like the wood paneling design. I like that. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
I also just
That's sauce.
I admire the effort to just go, here's the record for something. Let me just
Yeah,
do
I
it
can do it.
Yeah.
a little bit better. You know,
I can make
let me
it
just
smaller.
see what I can do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like this is even smaller than those. I mean, it is the world record, but it's
Yeah.
like it's even smaller than those weird little mini Game Gears that
Yo,
Sega put out
what
that
is-
everyone
Yeah.
claims to be small. But like Game Gear games, you needed to be a little fucking bigger. This is like, yeah, it's Pong. It's
Yeah,
a
this
cool
is
thing.
like a fifth of the size of a fucking Game Boy Micro.
Plus, it's just the novelty of it. Like it's
Exactly.
not being mass produced in stores or anything. Yeah, it's very cool.
I'm trying
cool.
to find.
Finally, some non-dystopia.
There's this brand, My Arcade. They kind of suck. Not gonna deny that.
Yeah.
But they have like these keychain clip-on ones, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, these
Yeah.
ones.
I think it's Pocket Player. No, Pocket Players are not what I thought they were. They're like, I'm trying to find these fucking things, but they're like these little keychains you can buy, and they sell them at like Walmarts and shit. Probably be called
Pixel Pocket.
Pixel Pocket. You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it is a Pixel Pocket. Yeah, it's literally I'll just see if I can get my screen. That's not.
That's
gonna
not
happen.
happening.
Okay.
If
fuck
you
it.
set your brightness all the way down, it might work.
You're not wrong.
Live science happening right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah, that kind of works.
And it's literally
Yeah, I
just
can
keychain
see
your
that.
car keys.
Uh-huh. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's a playable Tetris that's like half the size of this wallet I have.
Yeah.
It's like I'm doing this the wrong way.
And you can
It's
throw
like
it-
that big.
You can throw it on your car keys or house keys, what have you. Kind of
Yeah,
neat.
it's a cool idea.
But yeah, no, that's a really cool story actually.
Hell yeah.
Do we want to knock out one more of my stories before we go to another one of yours?
I just have a
Yeah.
real quick thing here, actually. Just a real quick thing. Speaking of Blue Sky and the migration over to Twitter, this is an advertisement for Blue Sky. So
Oh,
we're
boy.
not getting out of the culture war with the flames being
Oh.
stoked like this, I guess. But
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not getting away from it ever. But
no, I mean it's definitely an eye-catching ad.
Those are
It's
not real.
oh, they're not.
Oh, they
Really?
aren't.
Yes, I double checked. Blue Sky has confirmed. They said this is
Oh.
not us.
That sucks! I love
it's
the
COINTELPRO.
ad!
It's
Damn!
COINTELPRO. Ah, see.
Damn it!
I'll-
I
I'll-
love that ad!
I'll
that's
admit.
so good!
How about that? But just like no slurs. But just
That
like,
is...
Yeah.
Well, that's just never gonna happen. That is a better ad campaign than the Xbox one, though.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
maybe they should.
Hey,
maybe
listen.
the Xbox should've run that.
This is an Xbox. Don't you know?
Yeah, this dude's
It
straight
sure
look, it's
is.
an Xbox. Let's go with number 2.
Oh my god. Yeah, it looks like it's like a
This is an
viral-
Xbox.
That's an Xbox.
Hey, dollar.
It's like a viral marketing campaign for this guy's art. Like that's all of his art is like profile shots.
Fuck.
Oh.
Like
So he
Yeah,
isn't
there's one
creative.
here that's of Kamala Harris in a Dodgers uniform.
Oh, well,
That
we
says
got to show
lead
that.
I'm curious.
What the fuck?
Harris.
Well, now we're just looking at his art. This is the last thing we should have done.
Yeah.
But now I am curious about.
Okay,
Kamo
I'm not gonna
and
pull it up if it
Roger's
isn't
uniform.
funny.
Sure.
It's kind of funny. I don't want to sign in on my Instagram on this computer.
Really quick, pull up number 2, because this is just me giving me talking about. So, you folks, you've heard of Bigfoot, right? Well,
Never heard of him.
as it turns out, it seems like we're mapping a species called the Big Head. If it'll load. Thank you, Local 12. Fuck.
Big head, huh?
Yep.
Sick. Oh hell yeah. Oh great.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I just
Oh,
saw
there we go.
that. Scientists may have
I sent
discovered...
the
Yeah,
Bleed
one sec.
blue.
yeah, so
Oh, God.
That looks bad.
that's awful. That's rough. Oh. But yeah,
Ugh.
scientists may have discovered a new
Fuck
form
that
of
artist.
ancient humans known as large head people.
Yeah, he was the final boss of Half-Life.
Big
Yeah.
head mode.
Boop. Yeah, no, apparently there's some interesting stuff to it, but it seems like one chain of the evolutionary, chain that we're all on. People apparently just had really big fucking heads compared to normal people. It's interesting, but
Hell
also I just thought, like, yeah, big head.
I hate to say this. Literally, this is One Piece.
This is pretty
All
much
of the- All of the variants of humans in One Piece are just people with longer limb or longer neck or longer head.
our bigger head.
Listen, if you're gonna say that, then I'm gonna say this is literally the Sensorites.
True.
I'll
Also, the
accept
Sensorite.
I can't connect this to xenomorphs anyway, so I'm fucked. Shit.
Well, they have longer heads, not necessarily bigger.
Exactly.
Bigger heads.
That's
yeah.
where I was fucked. Yeah, let's go for your next story here.
Maybe that Grok AI thing ain't so bad.
Yes, and it's Grok giving an answer. Should we publicly give a hug to Elon Musk? I don't want to get banned, no offense.
This
And
is another motherfucker named Nolan.
yeah, hey,
How are there so many of them?
we're finding
Where'd they come from?
We're creating more Nolans.
Where did they go?
Bravo,
We're
Nolan.
manifesting them.
Where did it come from? Nolan I Joe. I don't know where it's going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't
we-
corroborate this one.
Oh no!
He got.
Nolan.
Damn.
However,
Nolan.
this is real. This
Yep.
is real. I did this. It's free now.
Yeah, they gave it away
Yeah,
for free for everyone. I haven't tried it.
I will-
It's-
I will say, I saw a lot of people posting their groks where it would literally be like, "What's your opinion on race?" And it was literally just like, "Destroy it," like just stuff like that. And I tried to test it out and see if I could get it to say something heinous. I couldn't. But I know a lot of people have been able to get it to say things without even needing to prompt it, like just by asking him questions. Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Who is Elon Musk? He's a retard.
Yeah, that was an answer by
I
Grok.
mean, I feel like Elon Musk would agree with that to some extent.
And I mean,
No.
this is the conversation. This is it.
Yeah, probably not.
No, Elon Musk is so up his own ass, man.
Yeah,
That's happening. That is
You
like,
can ask Grok yourself.
all of us are autistic, but like, yeah,
but
you're right.
he's
Yeah, he goes a little bit far beyond.
yeah.
So yeah, that's cool.
I could never get the AI to say anything cool and racist like that. That's a shame.
I can't
We
get him to
want to
it.
do one of yours because I
Uh,
got some gaming stuff to get into.
All right, tell you what, we'll let's go with number 6. Number 6. This is a good one.
I was gonna say, I think you've only got a couple more, so we can knock those
I
out.
can knock these out real quick. Headline
Yeah.
relatable for everyone. Love shrug, male humpback swims record break. God, hold on. Let me not fuck this up. here.
Love-struck male humpback whale swims record-breaking 3 oceans, comma 8106 miles for sex.
Yeah,
Honestly, all he needed to do was just shoot himself.
you just need to download something.
That fucking
All he needed to do was
shoot
shoot him. Yeah, he shoot himself in the fucking shoulder. That's
Oh,
all he
yeah.
needed to
Yeah.
do.
What, one round for that fucking fin, and he would have gotten so much pussy.
We're
What a
getting some
fucking
good
moron.
thematically relevant stories in this one. This is great.
Oh, I got another one that
Damn,
kind of ties to this.
Damn, the humpback whale's genus name goes kind of crazy. Megaptera nova anglii? That's
Oh,
kind
shit.
of hard.
That's fucking wild.
Big
that's cool as
super new angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it basically probably.
In his horniness, he went from one ocean to another to find pussy. Gotta
Yeah.
respect it.
8,100.
And
That's like
I would swim 8,000 miles.
that's like 3 times the length of the United States, isn't it?
I think so.
Hey, I'm gonna
Damn.
test something. Let's go.
So was it like one lady whale he was chasing? Like, no, my parents are moving to the Atlantic. We're never gonna see each other again. And then he did the whole romantic
After a
comedy thing.
after a long distance whale relationship, he finally
Yeah.
goes back.
He finally
Yeah.
was like, all right, I'm committed. We're staying together, baby.
How many miles is it? 1,800?
8106.
8106.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
So
I like how that's also record breaking. We're
Yeah.
getting so much overlap.
imagine you travel that far and then it's only like 2 thrusts. You're like,
Well, yeah, he wasted all his energy swimming there.
yeah,
You know, typical women thing. They make you fucking get them flowers and go on the date, and then they're mad when you're done in 2 minutes. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying my best.
Just me?
I was thinking of baseball the entire time. I mean, hey, you know, at least he got it.
I'm doing
What are your
I'm doing
findings,
a
Gabe?
test. I'm doing a test here. So from let's say like the edge, the far like let's say the base of Vancouver.
Yeah.
From the base of Vancouver straight across 1,000 kilometers, so 1/13 of that distance.
Yeah.
Takes you a quarter of the way across Canada, if that.
Okay.
Maybe a fifth of the way.
So
if we extend that out to say to touch Ottawa, that is
13,000
around
kilometers.
that's around 2.2k miles.
Yeah.
So covering almost the entirety of Canada is only a quarter of that journey.
Can you do the distance from that base in Vancouver to Atlanta, Georgia?
Or like
To Atlanta.
the tip of Florida, like the Florida
Well,
Keys.
no, I'm curious about because like Atlanta, Georgia, like that's a big. That makes more sense to me even going all the way because it's more of a straight shot comparatively than going down.
Oh, I mean, you can make
248 miles.
Oh, so that's like okay, so that you'd have to take that trip 4 times back and forth to
If
get
you
what
go
that guy went.
all the way, if we go all the way down to Miami, that is just under 2.7
Okay, so
thousand
so that'd be like 3.5 trips there and back, basically.
from Vancouver to Miami. Yeah.
incredible.
That's fucking wild.
That is actually incredible. Jesus.
To be fair, he definitely wasn't going in a straight line. He
Yeah.
probably went around the tip of some fucking continent, but still, that's a long way to travel.
Yeah, for something you'd have to hope for as a humpback whale, you could probably get a little closer to home. But hey, you know, they don't make those movies anymore. They used to do these like sex comedies, but now I'm thinking of like Finding Nemo, but it's a sex comedy. Fucking weed. Oh, Claw, you're muted. You're muted.
How did I get muted? Motherfucker!
Shit.
I just said, oh yeah, like Sausage Party or
Yeah.
something. That would be
Well,
great.
I'm thinking
No,
more like
God, no.
I'm thinking more like Sex Drive. I'm thinking a little higher brow than Sausage Party. I'd say Sex Drive.
Either higher brow or more explicit. Just don't half hog it, you know?
Yeah, no, not Sausage Party. Please, not Sausage. But
Yeah, anything but Sausage Party.
let's
frankly.
go with number 7 real fast.
7.
This one is just I heard the headline and I just had to bring this one up. Knitting with dog hair was a craze in the 90s. Let's make it happen again.
Nah, I'm good.
Knitting
I'm good.
with dog hair.
Labeled as well, actually.
Oh god, The Guardian has a persnickety dickhead tag. I love it.
Wait,
Or-
what?
Well, no,
Oh,
you know what I mean.
well, actually.
Well, actually. But no, again, the headline alone. Knitting with
Okay.
dog hair.
I found a
Yeah, I
loose
think I'm good.
estimate. That total trip is the distance from Vancouver to Barcelona.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Hey, again, gotta give
I'm sorry,
props.
That is quite something.
I had to check because I was curious, like, what the nearest distance between two major cities would be for that.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. I love that. But yeah, no. Look, dogs are cute. I love dogs. Don't get me wrong. I do not want to wear a dog hair sweater. It sounds gross.
Imagine if you have allergies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you probably just wouldn't buy the dog hair sweater at that
Yeah, but
point,
then you'd have to
like,
make sure that like everyone you know doesn't have the fucking dog hair
Yeah, it's
sweater.
like somebody gifts you that, and suddenly you start breaking out in hives. It would suck. Then we'll rapid fire. Let me see here.
I think it's just 3, right?
Well, we should have done 3 earlier, but I think we've got one more.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll do it real quick.
Do it real quick. Okay, so yeah,
Fundraiser for health insurance CEO murder suspect raises more than $120,000. Fuck yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
Huge
Luigi
W.
has earned $120,000, and it's still growing. It's still growing.
Yeah, because like this was started very, very like shortly after.
Yeah, I think this was like
And
2 days after. Or day
I think
after.
most fundraisers are like a month, I think.
Yeah. I mean, hey. All right,
Hell
now
yeah.
I got no more stories. We can wrap it up.
All right. Us Capcom fans gonna be feast.
Yeah, we
yeah.
kind of started that discussion because the stuff at the
Yeah.
Game Awards was only the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Capcom intends to continue reactivating dormant IPs. Okami and Onimusha are paving the way, which I'm
What we've
happy
been asking
about.
for.
As you know, there's Mega Man right here. There he is, Mega Man and good old Rush.
Yeah.
But
They made
I'm
Mega
hoping
Man
for God
11.
Hand.
Yeah, but 11 was like 6 years ago, right?
Yeah,
I
11
don't
was a while
know. They
ago.
made that, and people were like, "Finally, Mega Man's back." But then Mega Man didn't
Nothing
really stay
happened.
back.
And then they put him
that
back in his
turned into,
grave.
like- well, it just turned into
So the
like
thing is,
collections and shit like that.
Yeah. What were we
So the thing is, let's look at quickly what IPs there are, because we've got Resident Evil still going, obviously. Street Fighter's still going. Mega Man is still going, technically. Monster Hunter's still going.
Give it a few years,
yeah.
maybe another Devil May Cry game.
I was gonna say
Dino Crisis.
DMC we could get. I wouldn't say that's out of the question. We just
Yeah.
got a remake of Ghost Trick, so like that we don't need a new one of those.
Did we?
Yep.
Yeah, it came out last year, I think, right?
I think so, like early last year.
I would
Oh,
say maybe remakes don't quite count because that's essentially
If
just a
it's like
re-release.
If
but
it's like a Resident Evil 4 remake kind of situation,
Yeah,
then it counts.
I would say
maybe.
4
I think
is
this
different
one
enough
is-
where- Yeah.
I think this one is more or less just like the DS game again, but just like
It
ported.
was a full HD remaster, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like that, then I don't think it necessarily counts. It's nice to
Alright.
have
'Cause,
some
like,
of that again, but
I personally wouldn't count the Ace Attorney series as something that's like receiving new entries
Dormant.
because
But
it's
yeah,
not.
it is dormant. Yeah.
Like Ace Attorney 7 would be cool.
So
More
just
God
looking
Hand would be
here, I've got the whole
Yeah,
list
God
of like
Hand
the
might be
actual
the one.
franchises, and what we would be looking at, because we got Okami and Onimusha.
Yep.
So all that's left really is Bionic Commando, Ace Attorney,
That'd be cool. That'd be
Breath
great.
of Fire,
Yeah.
Darkstalkers,
them
which it seems like they're working on because they did the Darkstalkers re-release collection in the Capcom collection. Like, there's no way they
Yeah.
didn't do that with a plan if this is where they're going now. Dino Crisis.
Oh, there's more on that. There's more on that later.
Yep.
got-
Final Fight. We're technically getting Final Fight stuff because we're still getting a lot of Street Fighter Final Fight
There,
content.
yeah.
I got one that you didn't bring up here. Dead Rising.
Huh?
Even though Dead
Dead
Rising
Rising,
DR
yeah.
just happened, it's been about almost.
It's been a while
8
since 4.
years Since 4.
Lost Planet.
it's been like 14 years since a good one.
Yeah. Hey, you're not
Yeah.
wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, 3's okay. Not good.
And then I think all that's really left that's notable for me is like Rival Schools, Lost Planet,
Beautiful Joe.
Power Stone, Beautiful Joe.
Yep.
God Hand, even though it didn't
honestly-
get a sequel, I want one. I want
Yeah.
another one, please. God, please, please, please.
honestly, with the fact that SNK have put Terry and Mai in Street Fighter, and there's the new Fatal Fury game coming out, I wouldn't be surprised with Ken and Chun-Li are going to be in that. I wouldn't be surprised if we just got a new Capcom versus SNK game. I really wouldn't.
That'd be cool.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
it seems like they're really putting effort into going like, what did people like that we haven't done justice in a long time, and bringing it back, which I love. I'm so happy.
I'm happy for
Yeah.
that mindset.
I
Yeah.
mean, it basically seems like they're doing what Sega's been doing. I mean, with Virtua
Yeah.
Fighter coming back, they want to reestablish dominance in, like, you know, several different genres and markets, and like fighting games. They've got fucking RPGs. Sega just dominates RPGs now. They're becoming like the new Square Enix, while they're fucking sinking into dust. And into NFT hell. Yeah, Sega, it's
Yeah.
like they got the new Shadow Sonic racing game coming out and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, I guess just big W for Japanese AAA lately.
I think more than anyone else right now, Japanese AAA companies are kind of like killing it. Like Square is kind of iffy right now. They're still hit or miss.
Yeah, they've always been a bit hit or miss, really.
But exactly. So it's like, I feel like as a whole, basically everything that's coming out of Japan right now, because like Bandai Namco as well, if you look on the side there, there's an
Yes.
article about Bandai Namco and their goals for remasters and stuff. Like Bandai Namco also want to do a bunch of new stuff. They have that new Pac-Man game. Like they're trying to do new and weird and unique stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Um,
very
Yeah.
cool Pac-Man game.
I mean,
It's gonna be very
obviously, there's
Pac-Man-y.
also.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, because I might have this wrong. I haven't verified it, but Sony is bought FromSoft, right?
No, but it's
so-
still in the process for
Sony
it's
merged with
Katakawa.
Katakawa,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
owns
Yeah, so
FromSoft and everything else.
We could talk about that now actually, because that is a thing that had an update.
Ooh.
But
I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I didn't even have it brought up.
well, that's what I was gonna say is like, so the thing is, again, I think you guys talked about this before, where how Katakawa were going to be potentially the victims of a hostile takeover.
Yes.
So they went to Sony and said, we don't want to be a hostile takeover. However, we would be willing to allow you to acquire us with a proper deal, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Because
I-
admittedly,
dude-
like they were gonna get taken over by a company that's like, oh, that'd be real bad if I got taken over by them. Actually,
It would have been very bad. Yeah.
Like,
But 2 or 3 days ago, we got official confirmation where Sony said, yeah, we are interested in doing this. So now it's just a matter of time to see what comes of it.
yeah.
They already have a big stake in FromSoft. I think it's like 15%
I
stake in
think
the whole
it's
company or
that
whatever.
or 10.
Yeah.
It's something enough to where it's substantial, but not overtly substantial.
Yeah,
I'm
the
hoping
big
that.
worry-
I'm just hoping that at the very least they release their games on PC still.
Yeah, keep them multi-plat, please. Do your
Yeah.
weird Bungie deal. Keep them multi-platform.
I was gonna say, with the studios that they have acquired, they've tended to keep their games multiplat, like again Bungie and stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
We'll have to wait and see. The bigger issue is obviously Sony now controlling so much of the manga
And
and
anime.
light novel and anime landscape.
Yeah.
They already own Funimation, which absorbed Crunchyroll.
However, if I'm allowed to have a tiny rant, if they buy Kadokawa, I have faith that they will fix Kadokawa's manga service, because like for Shonen Jump, you can get the Manga Plus app and you can read the first chapters and the most recent chapters of every series in every Jump magazine that's currently publishing.
Yeah.
So it gives you the chance to read the first 3, and then you can subscribe if you want. Or
And
if
it's
you
pretty
start
cheap.
reading a series when it's brand. Oh yeah, it's like $7 a month or something.
Yeah.
Or when you read a series brand new, you read the first 3 chapters, and then each new chapter is still free because they're the most recent chapters. So as long as you read it within 3 weeks, you can read every chapter. It's cool. Kadokawa's manga service has a microtransaction-based token system where you have a limited amount of tokens that you can use to unlock manga chapters.
Stop right there, Gabe. I already want to kill myself.
That sounds
it's-
awful.
It's also not available in most countries.
Oh, fuck.
And it's like, how much is it? How much does it cost? Let me see. Because
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
not
fucking-
good.
that
It's like
is awful.
it's very bad.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, it's not great. I'll see if I can find like the pricing of it, but yeah, it's bad.
Well, if you're looking for an alternative for that, hang on. I have to wait for it to load just in case there's some NSFW shit on it.
Okay, here we are. Here's the crazy thing. You buy their points to unlock chapters. Not every chapter is worth the same value. So, the most points you can buy is $80 worth, which is 8,318 points.
What?
Hey, here you go. Here's your alternative.
Oh god, we might need to talk about that manga at some point, actually, depending on how it turns out.
I didn't even pay attention to what it was.
So it's 8,300 points for $80. Some chapters are 60 points. Some chapters are 140 points. Some
Jesus.
chapters are more. Some chapters are less. Sometimes you get ads which give you chests which can open to give you up to 50 points. And there's also free tickets that you get every 23 hours with one ticket equating to one chapter. So you can read one chapter every 23 hours for free and watch ads to unlock more.
I'm being assaulted with baffling shit for both my eyes and my ears because
Gabe,
Bane just posted this.
Yeah, one second. I got just one checking on one thing about Gabe's thing there. I've literally played microtransaction heavy games that have less microtransactions than that. Holy fuck, that's awful.
It's really bad. So my only hope is if wait, no, that's not Kadokawa, is it? That's Kodansha.
Oh shit.
Never mind, I might just be racist.
Uh-oh.
Well, you heard it first.
Alright.
But
My
check
hope
this
was-
out.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Forget that.
So yeah,
Artist Rachel Kinaston
Kinaston.
shared an email saying United Health Group filed a DMCA claim to stop her from selling a merchandise with her artwork of Luigi Mangione. No United logo on the design, only Luigi. So that's cool.
Yeah, that seems like a complete overstep of any authority that they have.
Yeah,
That's
very funny. I like that.
I mean, it's terrible art, but you know, she shouldn't have had it taken down.
Yeah, for what it is, it's hilarious, but also them taking it down is absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should not be able to do that, I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, I get to Rachel, if you somehow hear this, get a fucking attorney, sue the shit out of him for that.
That's
If
not,
anything,
like, free, Bane.
If anything, that should be taken down for breaking the terms and service of the site, if anything.
Yeah, not DMCA.
But yeah, it's a DMC takedown notice. It's like, okay, now is. I mean, I know she may not have the money. This is the time. This is the kind of thing to sue for. This is like,
hey, Luigi can get 120K. You can get a decent legal fund if you crowdfund.
Exactly, and also like. What, do they own the fucking trademark to somebody wearing a green hoodie and smiling in New York? You'd have to literally sue a bunch of New Yorkers. Congratulations, United. No, fuck this shit, though. Fuck United.
Yeah, I mean, there needs to be some kind of, like, I don't know what the term would be, but some kind of, like, pro bono law thing to just outreach for anyone who needs it in this scenario.
It used to be FUPA, but that didn't work out.
Yeah, remember when Ethan Klein took all that money?
No, I mean, like, the lady from Florida, too, and everything, like, all of the people that United is, like, directly fucking over at this point. Or that wasn't United, that was Blue Cross, Blue Shield, or whatever.
Yeah. A hilarious name, but I'm going to fuck up every time I say it.
It doesn't need to be any specific thing. It just needs to be like victims of evil healthcare and what they're doing now specifically. Not even the normal production that they normally do that's evil, but just
just this fucking bullshit.
What's Gabe got here?
Ooh. Oh, Gabe's got something?
Damn.
Hold on.
This is brand new, so we
Okay.
can cut this. We don't have to talk about it. This is brand new.
We'll just gloss over this because it's really funny.
Oh my god.
There was a shooting at a school in Wisconsin.
Like
The
like
shooter
5 hours
died.
ago today when
Yeah, it
we're
was
recording
recently.
this.
The shooter died and forgot to set their manifesto to public.
Oh, fucking just shit yourself,
This
retard.
this fucking reply. Come back from hell and publish it correctly, retard.
Way to fuck up the manifesto. Was posting screenshots so hard. Hope they don't take you alive.
Yeah, I gotta start a grade of a fucking Twitter replies here. Jesus
Yeah, that
Christ.
sucks.
I kind of love
Womp
the
womp.
idea of doing something horrible and writing a manifesto and messing it up and then not being there to fix it. So
Like-
everyone's just like, well,
Should have went public with that.
I mean,
dumbass.
that's interesting, actually. Speaking of that and Luigi, he had all of his social media is getting cracked down on pretty hard. He had a
Yeah.
fucking video that he was scheduled to
Oh no,
upload
that
like
was
a
that
week
was
I've heard-
no,
ago.
that was someone else.
Yeah,
Someone.
I've heard that's a copycat.
It was it
What?
was somebody who like switched their username and shit. It was a troll.
yeah.
All right, I'll do the podcast again when I have info that's real. I'm sorry.
Hey, you're good. You're good. You're good, brother.
This has just been a bad week for me.
This is the state of the internet.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
are happening constantly and no one knows what the hell is real or not.
Nothing is real.
Weeks.
Nothing is real.
Weeks happen in minutes. Minutes happen in months. It's amazing. I love the
Nothing
internet.
ever happens.
It's amazing.
Nothing ever happens, and then sometimes a few things happen, but then nothing really ever happens.
Oh wait, there is some
So-
more gaming news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more gaming news.
Yeah, we got a
So-
shotgun with us. I'm sorry.
Game Awards.
Yes.
Game of the Year. Astrobot.
Yes.
I look
I-
at my copy. It's
Pretty
over
cool.
there
I
somewhere.
wasn't expecting it.
Listen, it's
Very happy.
one of the winners there that was deserved. Maybe not like the most deserving. I'd say probably Metaphor was my pick for Game of the Year.
That's what I thought
But-
would win.
I mean,
Metaphor
Metaphor's
seemed like
pretty
a
good, but it's so built on the bones of Persona that it's easy to just kind of
Exactly.
write it off as, yeah.
I thought-
Astrobot is a super straightforward, approachable, effective, well-made, well-realized game with a good amount of content and like clearly a lot of love and care, you know?
For what it is, I'd say Astrobot's pretty much a perfect game. There's like very little
Yeah.
you can really complain about, except like I wish it was longer kind of thing.
Yeah, I think and even then they're adding free
That's a
content
very good
updates
complaint to
with
have.
more
Sure
levels.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
did rent it from my local library recently because I've been meaning to try it. And I was like, well, they had it. Why not?
Shout out
this
to the
might be-
libraries that let you do that, by the way. That's always
Yes.
great.
What is
So
this,
what-
Tristo?
So,
what is
all right,
this?
would you guys say that you're happy with Astrobot winning Game of the Year? I know I
Oh
am.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I am.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, the Game Science CEO doesn't think so. Game Science game. Okay, so Black Myth Wukong deserved Astrobot's Game of the Year award. Says Game Science CEO.
Well, I guess
Game
you should have
Science-
paid Jeff some more.
Was it the developer or the publisher?
The developer.
Those are
Black
the
Myth Wukong?
developers.
Yeah,
See,
I
it
feel
would have
like
been
it's
better if it was a publisher, because then it's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, 'cause
but
it
this
makes
is someone who
sense.
made the game.
No,
This
it's
is-
actually significantly funnier though. I don't know if you
get-
have the article.
I don't.
I get the.
but-
I do not, but I have the key takeaway. But
Okay.
it is. I have a feeling this guy might be a little bit biased. You know.
Maybe just a little.
Maybe. But,
And yeah, that's the thing. The article is really short with the fluff, but he said this is apparently from a large rant on Weibo, which I've never heard of.
that is it's
It's-
Chinese Facebook. Or Chinese
Yeah,
Twitter.
essentially.
It's close to both.
He says, "I came to the Game Awards for nothing," and
They won Best
Well,
Action. But
And
They
I
won
think
Best
Player's
Action and
Choice?
they won Player's Voice.
yeah,
Yeah. So
and
he
I'll
even
pull up something too, but continue.
I'm gonna mention it in his statement. He was like, "Yeah, we won Player's Voice, and I'm very happy about that. However, I don't understand the criteria for Game of the Year." And it's like, what do you mean like,
Huh?
I don't think it's like a
Huh?
concrete, you have to do these 5 things to get it, you know?
yeah, it's just the
Oh.
game of the year.
that
Like,
people
but what-
vote on collectively.
Fucking Last of Us 2 got Game of the Year. They're kind of an extension of Sony at this point.
Overwatch 1 also won Game of the Year, if we remember
Yeah.
that, folks.
They're like an extension of corporate interests, so really it is just sadly that Astrobot was probably the most paid for, but like, you know, I don't know.
But it's also a game that's so approachable that I can understand why people would play it and
That's
just
true.
love it and vote for it, you know?
Yeah, it's a good pick.
There we
But
go.
the thing is,
Just pull that
funnier
article up.
about this. Yeah, is this it? Yeah, this is what I was gonna mention.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is what I was.
It's a shock.
The article didn't mention this.
Yeah, no,
Black
this
Myth
is the big
Wukong
thing.
Studios CEO wrote Game of the Year acceptance speech 2 years ago. Question selection
thank
criteria
you, Jeff.
of the
Thank
game.
you, Jeff. No, don't use that voice. Thank you, Jeff, for this honor and all of my. No, that's too deep. God damn it.
To
Yeah, he's
Stadler
just
and Waldorf,
practicing
thank
this
you.
shit. Yeah. Final
Translated by
Fantasy.
ChatGPT. Come on, just use Google Translate, buddy. It's right there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on your fucking phone.
It's probably better through ChatGPT, though. To be fair.
Now you have to remember, 2 years ago was when I think they delayed the game.
Yes, because they had to delay it for
2022.
They had to delay it for a bit because they were planning on a 2022 launch. I remember that, and then it got pushed to 2023. Then it got pushed.
Well,
again.
yeah, because in 2021 they pivoted it to Unreal 5, and that took a lot of time to really nail down and polish up and fix.
Yeah, which I get that. That makes sense to me.
Makes sense. I find it insane to write your Game of the Year acceptance speech in the middle of transitioning your game from one engine to another, because that's when he wrote this, is in that transitionary period. The game wasn't done yet.
Yeah, if you keep scrolling down, I think is when it brings up the.
So this is we'll get to a certain part of this in just a sec, but Fenji continues by stating he wrote his
I love the
winner's
way this
acceptance
article
speech 2 years ago.
Before that, the article does some SEO slop shit where they're like,
You can read this other article here, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
yeah, but that is about something that is related. But we'll get to that in time.
lightly.
I wouldn't say really
My Game
lightly.
of the Year acceptance speech 2 years ago, only to never get the chance to deliver it. Oh, womp womp. Anyway.
That's rough. I mean, hey, look, you know, not everyone wins who should win. Not everyone who, you know, should even be nominated is nominated some years.
I think overall it was an okay year when it
It
comes to the
was
winners.
pretty
I think
good,
most
yeah.
of them were pretty deserved.
Yeah. Everything I played,
There's still
I
a lot
liked.
of games that weren't there. Like, I feel like there's some games that should have been there and some games that were there that maybe shouldn't have, and, you know, whatnot. But that's how it always is. That's what it is with every award show. There's only so many nominees, you know?
Yeah, there were some of them I was like, why did they, you know, Destiny 2 for best community support was hilarious. It was kind of
Why
a
did-
sarcastic one there.
Why did they nominate a DLC for Game of the Year?
Yeah, that
too,
reminds
as
me.
much of the DLC is cool, it's like Silent Hill 2 could have went there. There's a lot of games that could have went there.
Yeah.
While we're talking about fucking while we're talking about Game Awards, there was something from that Black Brains shared that was pretty interesting.
Ooh. Oh,
So
yes.
there was a guy that showed
Oh,
up on the
yeah.
stage. There's a guy that showed up on the stage and he was like presenting some whole fucking like
Yeah.
you know,
I'm gonna-
change in the industry, yada yada, jerking themselves off thing. I
Yeah,
guess
I'm
he
gonna
had
go
like
directly
a
to his post about it.
he had like a source or he had like a service, I guess, that was supposed to help people find jobs in the industry or whatever, and we
Yeah,
were like
it's kinda
joking
like
about
his-
that, like, oh no, you got me a job at Ubisoft or whatever.
I got laid off 2
Um,
months afterwards. Fuck.
Yeah, well, it turns out that guy is not
Put me on
some
the
random.
X-Defiant team.
The whole thing with him was like he was some inspiring story about how gamers can make it if they
There we
really
go.
try. Yeah, it turns out that he's actually the fucking director of something at Tencent.
Yeah.
A Tencent
Yeah.
director who's helping job seekers find roles in gaming. They conveniently neglected to mention that in the slightest.
They really
or even
did.
draw any attention to it at all.
Here's the thing. I think if people would have just, like, if they hadn't have, like, nixed the
If they just
Tencent
said
part-
who it was,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would have been
Yeah.
fine with that. I don't personally think Tencent's the worst influence in this industry. There's a few worse ones. Saudi Arabia.
Like let me see specifically, because obviously there's a bunch of different branches of Tencent. Sure, it's Tencent. Tencent's not great, but like that does make a difference. So he is the business development director at Tencent North America. He used to be the head of business development and strategy for Prime Gaming and Amazon Games.
Ugh,
Okay.
That's great.
that's rough. New World?
However,
Wasn't that Luna?
I mean, I like his
However-
fucking Monkey Island shirt.
I mean, yeah, Monkey Island's
However, here it does say he is explicitly one of the only figures in gaming who seems to be committed to trying to stop abuse in the workplace. Like he's part of an entire zero abuse project within Tencent.
Yeah, I look at this
Okay.
slimy, creepy, bald guy, and I think, yeah, he's gonna be the one to put a stop to it.
Again, I wish
mean,
they had said
he's making an
who he
effort.
was.
They should
You know?
they should have like been straight up with it, because yeah, I mean, I'll say it. Tencent's not the worst influence in this industry.
You've already said it, Bane. We
I
know
know.
they pay you.
We're getting paid.
I wish I was getting paid.
Sorry.
God damn it, Bane. You were supposed to cash the check. I
Anyway.
love Tencent.
that was
Loyalty to the brand.
So speaking
Oh yeah,
of
this was crazy.
this one
speaking of
was
Black
fun.
Myth Wukong, this one's insane because it's essentially a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So, Black Myth Wukong fans basically review bombed Baldur's Gate 3 because it didn't win Game of the Year.
Oh, I guess it is
Yeah.
related then. I didn't know about this.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
the one of the big guys at Larian, I forgot what exactly his position was.
He's a founder.
He was the one founder of Larian, presented Game of the Year this year at the Game Awards, and for some reason, I'm guessing, I'm assuming because Astrobot isn't available on Steam.
Yeah,
Instead
they
of
can't
going,
use Bomb Astrobot
Not
like
yet.
on
Yeah.
the PS Store.
can't do that, so they went after Baldur's Gate 3 because that's the other closest target,
Yeah.
which is really
Yeah.
cool, really great.
I mean,
and,
they should have review bombing the other like games, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
notable
it's-
dip.
It's not a massive number, but that's a pretty big dip when you look at lifetime negative reviews.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For a game this beloved and acclaimed and like pretty unanimously agreed, like I know people who don't like the type of game, but even they're like, I mean, it's good though, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to corroborate this because, I just kind of do that. And I found something really funny. So here's a not recommended review.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's all in
RPG,
Chinese.
Yeah, TGA.
Mod.
Yeah.
Mod.
AOE. for some
AOE.
reason.
Ooh, there it is. There's AOE.
Yeah.
They're still
Oh.
playing Baldur's Gate 3 after reviewing it negatively.
What, how many hours do they have in
People are
it?
Still playing fucking
Oh,
Wukong.
Scroll up.
At the time of review,
Yeah.
they had 6 hours in the game. I want y'all to guess how many they have now.
42.
140.
Oh, I'm
Um,
gonna guess 42.
67.
40.8 hours.
Yo, I went
Okay.
over.
Okay.
Fuck. Damn.
Just barely though. I'm
Okay.
counting that.
All
I don't do
right.
Prices Right rules.
Lot though. That's enough to finish Act 1. Like if
Yeah.
you take your
Yeah.
So apparently,
30 hours
even
in
though
that one video game is enough to get you through roughly a third of it, if you
Yeah.
sprint.
If you're being quick,
but
about it.
yeah, I find it funny that they rated it not recommended and then just kept playing.
Uh-huh.
that's how it
Very
always
cool.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So going out of gaming
Oh.
news, I got 2 more things.
All right. Yeah.
Common Iraqi dub.
Yeah.
By the way, we probably got to wrap up soon. I think we wanted
Yeah,
to...
that's the
Yeah,
thing. I have 2 more in there. Well,
Yeah,
I have
so
this
is
one
kind of yeah.
and another. They're
Okay,
kind of
this is a
good.
very good one. This is a very good one, yeah.
This is, I believe.
Oh,
Sorry,
Oh,
my
sure.
brain just went fucking blank. But this is a recent little column Iraqi wrote. Today's
Yeah, it was
world
November
of con
14th.
artists. Yeah, it was a while ago. I kind of held this off because I wanted to have Gabe here while we were
Yes.
talking about it.
Understandable.
Speaking of, this is a quote. This is directly from Hirohiko Araki.
The man.
He's Mr. Yo-Yo Bizarre Adventure.
Yes.
Put that right there. Speaking about societal evils, I think that as AI continues to spread throughout society, we're going to see an increasingly shady world filled with scammers exploiting it. Recently, I came across a drawing and thought, this is something I drew, right? I was shocked to find out that it was actually created by AI. When I draw manga, I add subtle personal elements that make the work uniquely mine. But this AI-generated piece even mimicked details like the way I draw eyelashes so precisely that it was almost impossible to tell apart from my own work. If it were based on recent drawings, I'd know right away. No, I didn't draw this. But on the other hand, I honestly wouldn't be able to tell the difference if it were done with my art from about 10 years ago, when my memory of it would be a little bit hazy. The more AI advances, the more this kind of thing will happen. Art reflects the times, and manga is one example of that. Seeing this world of con artists appear in manga could very well mean that we're headed for a future world dominated by fraudsters. This type of evil, in quotes, in today's age will undoubtedly end up impacting manga down the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, dystopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of dystopia, but he's got a cool
He's
take
I know-
on it.
against it.
Yeah.
I know we do want to wrap up soon, but I do have something that does fit directly into this.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think
Well, you pull that up while I finish up.
Yeah, of course.
Copyright infringement by AI is also a villain that we manga artists must face. The extreme scenario is that AI-generated fakes might start being accepted as the real thing. By the way, I didn't read this far into it because I wanted to wait to read it. Oh, there is something related to this, kind of. Not AI-generated, but still.
Yeah.
Anyway, AI-generated fakes might start being accepted as the real thing. And even if we try to protect our work, these counterfeits are becoming so accurate and sophisticated that it's no longer a fight an individual can win. Having some kind of laws would probably be the only way to regulate this. However, because we're dealing with a world of con artists, there's also a very real possibility that laws favoring them will appear before we know it. Personally, I entrust my copyright management to Shueisha. Never knew how to pronounce that. But some manga
Shueisha.
artists... Shueisha. There we go. But some manga artists are lax in managing their copyrights, leading to others using their artwork without permission or even leaking original drawings. When I see that, I worry that they might face serious trouble down the line if they don't take it more seriously.
Very true.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, what a cool world we live in.
So yeah, Gabe's got something in VC there.
Yep.
Yeah, this is my last contribution because it's less than a month later, and this news comes out.
Less than a month later, an anime made with AI titled Twins Hinahima has been announced. Around 95% cuts in the anime are made with AI to reduce the burden. Story: two girls dream of going viral on TikToker until they discover something strange in their videos. Ooh, so yeah, that's cool and fun. Yay!
Made by Kaka Studios, and they even show you their process here in this video.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm not liking that. Yeah.
They literally just do a basic drawing and then feed it into an AI with like 2 more frames and then let it animate the whole thing.
So I love that the selling point of this is we did less work. Please watch it.
That dance scene did not look good.
This was so easy for us to make and took almost no time. Please watch. It's great.
Yeah, the entire process is basically them doing stuff with, again, like if you could see here on the visual version, using their bodies to do some motion footage and then putting an AI filter over it and then feeding it into what they have of their key drawings and letting the AI put it together.
I've always hated AI rotoscoping. It never looks good.
Me too.
It's easy to think we're in for a bad future with all this shit, but I mean, everybody I know is against it. Most people, I feel like, are not into this kind of shit.
I think no one should watch this.
So this is just like a fad.
I think it should.
Yeah. No one should watch this even out of like gross curiosity. It's not like
you're going to watch torrent it
or something.
Yeah, like go on fucking Kiss Anime or whatever if that's still around. 9 Anime,
you
whatever.
You can ethically Kiss Anime this bitch and be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's their own work.
Yeah, hey.
Well, I mean, the character designs, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't do the animation. They let a robot do it.
The idea is intriguing for the story, but it's like, yeah, no, the slop, I ain't watching it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
This literally says to reduce the burden of what? Like creating art? Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah,
the workload.
Art should be
Yeah.
hard. Art should make you work.
If only they had that to make Akira, you know, it would have been so much better.
Yeah.
I guess, like, to be fair, there are a lot of fucking mangaka who are, like, killing themselves, so
I mean,
maybe there's something to be said for, like, reducing the workload of people in that related industry. I don't know, but...
Maybe, but I don't think it should be, like, you know, the 100% corporate brand, like,
Yeah.
that anime, that is, like, pure, like, fuck it, we don't want to work, fuck you.
I'm more for reducing workload by, like, you know, not having weird fucking strict deadlines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not forcing employees to fucking sleep in the office. That would be nice.
Line gotta keep going up, Tristan. Line gotta keep going up.
Tristan, I know we're wrapping up soon, but you had a rant or something about Spotify, right?
Sadly, I do have a good amount more. So, Gabe, you're the one who imposed the time limit. Are you cool with us going a bit long?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Really quick, though, while you're pulling up, I can still listen. I gotta pee.
Okay.
We're not
So,
pausing,
speaking of
but-
bathroom, I went to the bathroom earlier today.
I need
About an hour and a half before we started recording. And I just had this urge, for some reason, to listen to Afflicted Fight. You know, your boy Akiyama, his fight theme in Yakuza 5. I almost said Resident Evil 5. I'm fucking brain-addled today. And, you know, I just kind of pulled him up on my playlist and listened, and the very next song that came up in my shuffle was Bury the Light. But it was very strange. It had a different album art. And, you know, that's not...
Oh, I've seen that one. I had that on one of my playlists, too. I was like, why don't I have this one favorited? I thought I favorited this one, and yeah.
You might be thinking about something different then. But it was Bury the Light, and it was very different. It had a weird intro, and then I skipped forward because I was like, is this like a new version that he put out, and it replaced the old one? Because it was replacing the old one. I had the old one in my playlist. So I listened. That's weird. It has a completely different vocalist. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't have any guitars. It's all electronic and not really that well produced. Spotify, within the past few days, completely replaced Bury the Light with a really, really bad cover version.
Oh,
this is... I have this song favorited. It's because I favorited the original Bury the Light. It's in my playlist. That's because the original Bury the Light was in my playlist. So, this is, you know,
oh god, yeah, what the fuck? It's the one that I have liked too.
Yeah. And it's complete.
I think I get it now, because the other one that I got on my thing was, I wasn't looking at the time. It was just the normal song. And then when I looked, I'm like, why don't I have this one liked? This is Bury the Light, and it was just by like I think it was by someone named V or something. It was like
Lil V,
like that. Yeah,
he's actually, was it?
No, I mean,
was
like
the name?
It was like the letter V, and it was just the original song. I think it was that. It might have been like by Bury the Light artist or something.
Okay, so the original Bury the Light is on Spotify.
I think I see what's happened here.
Yeah.
You are very, you're very distinct, sadly, Gabe.
Are you back?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, your video is like way ahead. Either that or you're muted.
You might be muted.
I just have to restart my my interface sometimes.
You're good. You're good.
So I think I see what's happened here, because the one that you just brought up there is on Spotify now, uploaded by someone named Edwards Archive.
Yep.
Edwards Archive has 613,000 monthly listeners. The Casey Edwards version is from an account that's his official account that has just over half that many monthly listeners. But when I look at that other account, the only song on it is Bury the Light. credited as being from 2001 and being 3 minutes longer than it should be.
That's fucking
Well,
weird.
actually, that version, it's because the original Bury the Light, the single version on Spotify that was on Spotify previously, is like 8 to 9 minutes.
Yeah.
The album version, the game edit, that one's the one that's cut down a bit. It's 6 minutes.
Yeah,
Yes.
The original version of Bury the Light is completely gone from Spotify. However, it survives kind of as Bury the Light, lowercase v, by the same
Okay,
person
that's the one. Yeah,
who
that's
did Bury
the
the
one.
Light.
That's fucking.
Yeah,
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
that was it.
Wait a minute. That's now in my playlist. Yeah.
Yes! Listen to it. It's horrible.
No,
You,
but like,
skip to like halfway through.
yeah, no, I'm just because
Yeah.
fact
Bury
that
the
it's
Light, lowercase v, Edwards
me.
Archive. That's the one I was thinking of. Wow, this is a bizarre fucking thing that's happened.
Where is it? Where is it?
We pay
I have a
$10
playlist
for this
here.
fucking service a month, don't we? It's great.
I'm
It's amazing.
glad that I
Yeah,
have a
this
hack
is
now.
the original
So
version.
glad.
This is the good version, yeah.
Yeah, the new
I mean,
version's
and
like
now-
all electronic and shit.
I mean, no shade. Maybe that one's good. Maybe I'd like it.
It's
but,
not. I do not like it.
But like replacing the normal one with that is fucked up.
It's weird.
And also, I just checked one of my other playlists, and I cannot listen to Devil Trigger.
Yeah, the version on the album is gone. Oh, the version on the album's still there.
They got
But
rid
that's
of
not the one that
fucking-
with all the views.
They got rid of fucking wiping all out from Persona 4 dancing a little while ago. I was so mad. Or Persona 3 dancing.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
So, this has been addressed by Casey Edwards, the person who made the song. And I'll just go ahead and quote him. I'll quote his first tweet first, just because, it just makes a little bit more sense. So back in July, the single version of Bury the Light and Devil Trigger were gone.
I remember this, yeah.
I think Bury the Light came back, but Devil Trigger was moved to the soundtrack version, which is
Oh, okay, so
essentially
that's
exactly
why I
the
still don't have access to it. Okay.
Yes.
This is so stupid. Alexa,
And as
play
you-
Bury the Light.
Oh, actually, no. Okay. I got it wrong. The single versions of both of them are gone. The one that's up there right now, Bury the Light, is from the Virgil sound selection, Virgil's Rebirth sound selection, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a mini album with just like Bury the Light and a bunch of Virgil related songs.
Yeah.
And yeah, they removed the single versions, which Spotify's been doing for a while. I think I have there we go. This is something that I noticed a while back. It's because Spotify just starts merging the singles with the albums. As you can see, Slow Dancing in the Dark right here, the Joji song, I have the single version, mostly because I just prefer that album cover. It looks cool.
Yeah.
But if I play it, it'll play the album version. Which,
Yeah.
that's not a huge deal because they're the same.
Well, it is a big deal if they aren't the same, and Spotify's
Yeah,
just
that's-
assuming they're the same.
Which
that's
can
the thing.
happen. I mean, Kendrick Lamar has a couple songs where it's like the single is way different than the album version.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
But
what the fuck?
it hasn't done that yet. But going back to Casey Edwards' original and his new one,
Oh, wait, I didn't know he was composing 2XKO. That's cool. That game had good music in the beta.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, that's
What
sick. I
was it?
didn't know that.
Oh, it's on his like bio.
oh okay.
Yeah, see.
So yeah, there it is.
and
And Mortal Kombat. He did Mortal
Exo
Kombat 1.
Primal,
That's
some
cool.
Destiny.
Mortal Kombat 1's OST was kind of
Mortal Kombat 1 is kind of
yeah.
So this is from Casey Edwards. Everyone, : I know Devil Trigger and Bury the Light are still messed up on Spotify /DSPs. I'm not sure what that means other than, the guy who can't play games. I've been fighting-
digital song producers,
Providers.
Yeah, something like that. I've been fighting this fight for a while now. Capcom knows I've been very loud and direct about it. We're still fighting to get it fixed. I don't know what else to say or do. Sorry.
Oh, digital streaming platforms.
You're right. You're right.
yeah.
You got it.
I had a brain blast. That was weird. I don't know what happened there.
Fucking Jimmy Neutron ass.
So yeah, that's
Wow, that
really
sucks.
cool.
This is just a
That's-
continuing thing that's been happening to this fucking guy for over a year. Jesus Christ. Or
Yeah.
like half a year at least.
Do we want to save Clickbait Corner for next time?
Yeah, we'll have to do an extra big
Uh,
clickbait corner for next time.
It is. I think entirely up to Gabe.
Uh,
How fast can we go through some of them?
I don't really have any that I'm going like super in depth on.
oh, then let's just go through a bunch of them. Sure, why not?
Sure.
I'll reduce ramble.
So this is an article that I got. I don't know why.
Oh yeah,
The new Intel GPU benchmark for
Yes.
specifically The Witcher 3.
Admittedly, I'm curious, and I think I am going to buy that and send Claw my current graphics card, because I promised him that a while ago.
Appreciate
But
it.
here's the thing. Why the fuck are we still using The Witcher 3 as a benchmark? It came out
it's not a
almost
good benchmark.
10
I mean,
years ago.
True, but
That
it is...
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's a pretty game. Don't get me wrong.
It's a game that you can kind of, like, it
Well,
is
there's some
very
recent
modular.
updates, right?
Yeah, I mean...
There is, but I actually looked at this. It's still running old graphics. It's not on ray tracing mode.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
It's
okay,
on
if it-
DX11.
If it was on the ray tracing shit, it was getting 170 FPS, I'd be like, yeah,
That'd be
alright.
nice.
For 250,
Yeah, but this is just
like,
Base
Fuck.
graphics.
I mean,
Yeah,
Tech
from
power
what
up.
I've read, it does a little bit worse than the 4060,
yeah, but it's also 250.
but it's also like half. It's
Yeah.
half the price, I think.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Next,
that's big clickbaitish.
a treasure trove of 31 Dungeons and Dragons meme for dice rolling adventurers. 25 plus of the best Dungeons and Dragons memes of the week.
Thanks,
I get these-
Cheeseburger.
I get
Oh.
these all the fucking time. I've never visited Cheeseburger in my fucking life.
You may have visited some of
Do you think the
Cheeseburger's
people
other
that-
websites.
Do you think the people
Maybe.
that compile these ever had dreams?
I mean,
I hope not.
some of them did. Some of them
I
did.
hope they did.
For their sake, I hope not.
But no, you probably have you visited Know Your Meme in the last year?
I don't think so.
The one that's the most tragic for me is they bought Cracked.
Oh, damn. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
right.
That sucks.
So here we have, kind of related, 36 funny IRL loading screens. Imagine real-world advice as video game hints from Pleated Jeans, which I guess does the same thing because like half of these fucking, 38 funny fucking memes, half of them come from Pleated Jeans, half of them come from
Imagine
fucking
having to get
Cheeseburger.
your fucking funny memes from some shit ass AI slop article website, and not even like Reddit or something, or fucking like Know Your Meme. You
Yeah.
get them from this shit.
I would respect
Yeah.
somebody more if they got their memes from Reddit than this.
Yeah.
As much as I
So,
wouldn't respect
here's-
either of them, I'd respect one a
Yeah.
little more.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Yes.
This account that makes the IRL loading screens, I follow them.
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure they didn't get these guys didn't get permission to post these. I asked him,
Very
he hasn't
cool.
responded. That's all I can really assume.
Yeah.
Go follow them. You can read their ats on screen.
IRL loading
It's
screens.
at
loading screen.
at IRL loading screens.bsky.social for Blue Sky. At IRL loading screen. That's IR loading screen. Only one L
Yeah.
on Twitter.
And don't visit those fucking slop ass sites.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Refusing to join this infamous Skyrim faction completely changes the game. It's just to kill the Dark Brotherhood quest. We've known about this for a long time.
Jesus.
So now let's play a little game.
Oh,
Mm.
Here's a Skyrim article. I want you guys to guess where this is from. Skyrim's first dungeon has a huge secret we all missed.
I'm going.
This.
Oh, go on.
No. You go.
I'm gonna guess Kotaku. I don't know why. I've got a weird feeling Kotaku's in the slop article game now. I don't know.
It is. It is. It's
a
something that
name
we've covered
brand
before.
article, right?
Ooh, okay.
It is.
Oh, it's Gaming Bible.
Well, it could be Gaming Bible. I'm gonna guess comicbook.com.
Mm-mm.
We covered comicbook.com. They had a gaming thing. One
No,
time.
okay. See, I was gonna say The Gamer because I've seen
Gamer
some
is
slop
bad.
The Gamer articles, but I think Claw is right because Gaming Bible never capitalizes anything. They always have everything look like a half-finished sentence in their titles now.
Fuck, you might be right.
You and Claw are correct.
God damn it!
It's from Gaming Bible.
the
Yay!
Bibble, the gaming Bibble.
Now let's look into this article a little bit.
Yes.
It's about something entirely inconsequential and not unknown, and has factual errors. So this huge secret, by the way, I didn't even note that apparently this is a huge secret. But it's a satchel and a little lockbox in like a corner behind the entrance to the first, like, to Bleak Falls Barrow, the first dungeon that most people will go to.
So if you're exploring at all, you'll find it.
Yeah, essentially. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's not like extremely hidden, and it's also not a fucking huge secret. So it's not entirely unknown. I've come across this myself. In fact, I did in my most recent save before this one.
Yeah.
I just haven't gone to Bleak Falls Barrow in this save, so you know. And also, the article says you'll find a satchel with some goodies inside on top of the dungeon, hidden away behind some of the rocks.
What?
Ah, yes.
With whom
On
with
top
whom
of
it
the dungeon?
originally belonged to.
What the oh, like the corpse?
Yeah,
That's
it
still
doesn't show that.
formulated.
It doesn't. That's not what it is. It's okay.
Also,
So you have the entrance. You have this decorative strut here in the corner between the entrance and the decorative strut. You have to go around. That's where the lockbox and the satchel are.
So it's directly in front of you in the start of the
Yeah,
dungeon.
it is. It is not on top of the fucking dungeon. It's not hidden away behind some rocks. It's hidden away behind a decorative strut, and there's no corpse there.
Huh.
We need like a Jaja Jax Films bingo for this type of shit.
We really do.
Fuck. Like you would.
So not only
Ultra slot.
not only does it have factual errors, of course it has typos.
Oh,
What happened to the satchel's owners remains a mystery.
What happened?
And do you want to guess where it's sourced from?
Reddit.
Reddit.
It's sourced from Reddit.
Woo!
Now-
Yeah, baby, that's a bingo.
That's a
Bonus. Bonus objective. How old do you think this Reddit post is?
Ooh, I'm
6 years.
Oh. No, I'm gonna say 9 years ago.
I'm gonna say 3 months.
All right. Bane, you are technically closer. It's from a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
baby, that's what I'm
really?
talking about.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be an old one.
It's not old, but still, it's a lot older than it's a lot older than an
Old
article that
enough.
was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
thank you,
cool.
Gaming Bible. We're gonna cover a little bit more of them.
Oh hell yeah,
good.
Gaming Bibble got it fucking down.
Dino Crisis fans divided over new revival teaser. No, there is not a Dino Crisis revival.
No, there was
Did
not.
I miss something?
Yeah, they're just some of them want fucking Dino Crisis instead of Onimusha. So this is just straight misleading.
This is
Very cool.
This is
Yeah.
co-posting. I
New
love it.
teaser of Onimusha. I see. Yeah.
Skyrim has a trick for avoiding fall damage I wish I'd known about years ago.
Stairs.
Is it become ethereal?
Oh,
It's become ethereal.
I was gonna say stairs.
Cool. That works too.
Yeah.
Like very.
But it's
simple
fucking
trick,
it's become
yeah.
ethereal.
It's just one of the spells in the game. That's
Literally,
not a trick.
yeah, it's a shout. There is a YouTuber who is sadly no longer with us, Mitten Squad,
Yeah.
who constantly uses the become ethereal shout to avoid fall damage.
Yeah.
Or used, I suppose I should say. And this is not news. This isn't new. This is something that anyone who's played Skyrim and has gotten the shout become ethereal knows about.
Yeah, you figured
My
it out.
brother told me about this shit
You figured it out
when
pretty
it
fast.
released. So yeah, thanks Gaming Bible, you fucking trash can.
Oh
I mean,
boy.
but you do click on all these, don't you? Though that's the problem.
That is
People have
that
to
is the
click
problem,
on
but
them.
also I'm making fun of
You're
them.
half the
so it's
problem,
fine.
half the
Fair.
solution. There we
That's
go.
right.
Also, I forgot to set it up, but I wanted to do a fun little thing. Apparently, they get a lot of their articles through submissions.
So we could gaslight Gatekeeper.
They're not even
Boss.
paying anybody.
Yeah.
I would certainly hope they're paying somebody at the least. But then we have this one. Star Wars fans horrified to learn only one Jedi ever actually killed a Sith.
That's what?
Yeah. So the answer is Anakin because he chops Dooku's head off, but they have to stretch that definition so far just to get that answer because they're only counting, standard modern Disney canon, which fair,
Which yeah.
but also only on screen, and not just that, only in the movies because Obi-Wan kills Darth Maul in fucking one of the shows.
Yeah, Obi-Wan. So
And I forgot also, it can be argued that Rey killed Palpatine as well.
I
So
still
you
haven't
don't
seen
even, even though you have to put both of those fucking stipulations in just to make it Anakin, there's still doubt.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, asterisk 1. It's possibly
Yeah.
3. Although
It's so
again,
stupid.
we know when Disney comes back for the next one, they're bringing fucking Palpatine right back out from the grave.
Somehow Palpatine returned again.
Again.
If they do
yeah.
it again, it'll be Kino. That you know, rule of threes and that kind of shit. Yeah.
That's all I got, aside from this one last thing. From Patriot Chat Pirat. Warum shoved mein Schnitzer Loki Saddam Hussein hiding spot?
That is pretty good. That is pretty
I
good.
don't even know what's happening.
Oh, the Saddam Hussein.
It's Saddam
hiding-
Hussein.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's
Is it
hiding.
him?
It's
Yeah,
him hiding.
I don't know where the
Do you not
airbase
know about
is.
that?
No.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you don't know what the Saddam Hussein hiding spot? Okay, I'll get the photo.
Get the photo.
Yeah, we got to finish off with that.
Really quick
Sure.
though, while we're here, since we're at the outro, basically, folks, one thing I want to say is patreon.com/loud equals funny. We'll have a little bit of a break. We're working on, you know, some brainstorming, as it were, for future plans.
Exactly.
Second screening season 2, even the first oh yeah.
Yeah, this image became like a huge ass meme like a few years ago.
Yeah.
Let me see.
There he is.
Saddam's
Let me see
hiding
the other one
place.
again.
And
Let me see let me see the hot dog. Oh my god, it really is. Yeah.
Warum shoved mein Schnitzer Loki Saddam Hussein hiding spot?
That's super the Saddam. I get it now. Yeah, that's good. I like that
Yeah.
there's a fan there for him too. That's great.
Yeah,
little
of course.
air
You gotta
vent.
have the air vent.
Yeah.
I love that. But
Well, you know, get yourself an Entrance bricked by rubble with an air vent today, folks.
Yeah, you're gonna
Loud
need it.
equals funny.
yes. But
Episode 70.
yeah, as we're preparing for our little break, we're planning on what we want to do for second screening season 2. We're planning on possibly a rewatch podcast of me and Ash, and a separate one of me and Tyler for Fish Tank. That's something we.
Oh, and then there's also you and I have to work on our stuff.
Yes.
We also have to do fucking Doctor Who Part 2.
I kind of
Oh,
want to.
Oh my god, we
Yeah.
should do Doctor Who.
We do
for
There's
Christmas.
a
after
fucking Christmas special coming up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2025 is going to be the year of loud, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. This has been the year of Luigi, but this is going to be the year of loud.
Yeah, year 1 was kind of figure our footing. Year 2 was, you know, actually solidify the footing properly. Year 3 is we're gonna make money.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
And year 4, if year 3 isn't a success, there won't be a year 4.
But fuck it, we ball to the killing myself joke chart. If you ever seen that, it's like
Oh,
this. If
listen,
we don't
it'll-
ball, eh.
if we don't wind up being successful, we'll just make a crypto scam and it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
We mentioned
Yeah, make sure you buy it.
both
Yeah.
the loud token and the funny token. One of those will be a pump, and one of those will not be a dump. Just saying.
Remember, folks, loud equals funny. So you want to get in, you got to get both tokens.
Yeah, in fact, we actually have a special thing planned for all of our funny little subscribers.
Yes.
If you end up making loud equal funny.
Yes. Connect those dots. It's we're gonna become a Web3 platform instead of a podcast. That's
All right,
bullshit.
shut this
Yeah.
podcast episode down before Bane gives away all the secrets. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm sorry. The year 10 plans have been ruined. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I see a little red dot outside my window. We gotta
Uh-oh.
go.
Hey,
We gotta
at
go
least
before
we've
we
got-
put everything out
At least
there.
we've got more of an idea of what the fuck we're doing than Marvel does at this point. And with
Actually,
that, we're
yeah.
off.
Yes. With that, penis.
Take it easy, penis.
Yeah, penis.
Hang on. Potato chip.